economy if it is not important. If I don't see no dollar signs there, then I'm ignoring them. Got a couple kids nowadays that I'm supporting. Turn it down 100,000, I wasn't bored enough. Yeah, I wasn't bored enough. I'd rather stay at home, just the four of us. Knock, 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 say hello to opportunity. Show them everything that I be doing, think it's doing me. Check, 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 everything I do is to a T. And only other Connor hitting hardest in the USC. Oh, Irish in my blood and all that money keep on doubling. I ain't tried to ball cause I ain't really went for fumbling. Made a couple M's, went gold, now I'm loving it. Drive through them all, can't stomach it. One time cause I had to prove it to myself. 2 times doing that for everybody else. 3 times just to put a trophy on the shelf. 4 times just because I couldn't, I ain't doing nothing else. Local legend, but the whip I got is foreign. Extraordinary, yeah, I feel like Alex Warren does. Please will not be economy if it is not important. If I don't see no dollar signs.
All right, what it do, what it do? Happy Friday.
I wasn't bored enough. I wasn't bored enough. I'd rather stay at home just now. Wait, second thought. Maybe take a trip down to Florida. Need to change your weather, Tennessee.
All right, welcome in. Welcome in. How you guys doing? Hey, reservations.
Like that iceberg, I'm tipping a boatload. Got incredible friends, yeah, they froze on. Taking hits on the one like I'm Soto. Catalog multiples of double digits. Staring at the number like it's double vision.
All right, we good.
That's what happens when you trust the
vision.
But keep it humble for the
welcome in. Welcome in. Happy Friday.
Stay working like there's somebody who's coming to get it. And don't get caught up in the talking in the public opinion. Yeah.
All right, we good? Yeah, I think we're good. I think we're good. Welcome in, gang. All right, Z Gamer in the building. There he is. There he is. Price action. Kev in the house. What's good? What's good? Only Bands in the building. There he is. What up, Mr. Lopez? Mr. Playbook. J. Coop. This one's for you, bro. This one's for you. All right, we good? DJ Scratchers in the house. What up? What up? What is good? What is good? What up, DeMarco? Happy Friday, everyone. Welcome back. Welcome back. What's good, Woken? Good to see you. Good to see you. Energy in the building. All right. All right. All right. Let's do this. Shall we? Let's go ahead and get the party started here. Welcome in. Welcome back, ladies and gents. It is a brand new day. Yeah, let us rejoice in it. It's good to be here with y'all. What up, Roberto? What up, Jake? What is good? What is good? Clubhouse. How we feeling? How we feeling? Holy, we got motion. Danky P in the building. There he is. There he is. What's up, Serge? What up, Carlos? Good to see you, man. T. Callahan in the building. Vivian Young in the house. What's good? YouTube, how we feeling? What's up, Vicky? FX Champ in the building. The champs are here. The champs are here. What up, Ryder? Good to see you, man. Good to see y'all. 3 ants in the building. All right, let's do this. Wow, we got some motion. Positive Mind in the house. What up, Connor? Good to see you, bro. Sheesh. Fashawn in the building. The big M is here. Let's go. What's up, Rod? What's up, Rob? How you guys feeling? Welcome in. Welcome in. Well, happy Friday, everyone. Good to see y'all. Good to be back. Last day of the week. It's a little bittersweet, but the weekend has arrived. So it is almost that time. What up, Arrow Sassy? We'll see if we can get one in here today and get out of here with a little stick up on gold and get going and head into the weekend. Yeah? Sound like a plan? Sound like a plan? Let's go. Trey Young in the building. All right. Awesome. All right. I'm way back. What up, Saul? Mason, good to see you, bro. All right, let me go ahead and pray because I'm just super thankful and grateful to be here, and then we'll go ahead and get this party started, all right? Let's do it. Father God, we thank you for this moment in time, a divine moment where we can gather together from all over the world to just be here together, to sharpen one another with a common dream and a common goal. I thank you for just spilling wisdom out of this microphone and through this educational platform. We thank you for it. We thank you for the internet that we can gather together on it and be able to help and change one another's lives. So we thank you for it. We ask that you would bless this session here today in Jesus' name. Amen. Let's do it. Wow. The fact that we can get together from all over the world and just make each other better, come together with a common dream, a common goal, all of us developing a backbone to stand up and fight for what's worth fighting for, yeah, which is a lot of times freedom and our own life, right? You got to buy it back here. You got to buy it back. So let's work on continuing to buy that back and continue to get closer and closer to our dreams and goals here, man. So let's talk about it. Today is Friday. It is the 24th of April and just about all the way through. Yesterday was Cousin Frankie's birthday. Some of you guys know the famous Cousin Frankie. And so I had chatted with him for a little bit. But yeah, here we go. We got nothing really going on today in the headlines. Just a price action day. So we'll see what happens. Been very, very awkward in the markets here, I'd say, this week. But we'll see if Friday kind of just, smoothing things out a little bit for us here. So let's go ahead and get into the charts here. Let's do a fresh top-down analysis, and let's get into it. I'm going to use a new XFA here today. I took a loss on my other two, so I'm going to go ahead and use this new one today and, get into it. Don't want to get any more red on that other account. So I took a pretty decent sized loss in Asian last night. So we're going to keep it over here with this guy. And that's pretty much it. All right. Ready to rumble? Ready to rumble? All right, let's do it. Okay, let's talk about gold here. This is the daily time frame. So we did get a move down yesterday, right? We got a solid push down in here. Basically, came back into that range, retested that zone, as you can see here. You came straight into the wick area today, and now we are starting to reject. So a little bit of rejection going on here on the daily time frame. As you can see, though, it's common, right? Coming down into this area, starting to reject out of there. So we'll see if the daily candle wants to begin to move up here today, right? So let's move over to the 4 hour. 4 hour is starting to break all the highs here. So starting to break all the highs, 1, 2, 3, almost the fourth high being broken. So we'll see where this candle wants to go. If we move down to the 1 hour here, we've got a pretty big engulfing candle today, right? Pretty big engulfing, just kind of push through all the 1 hour candles here, coming right up to this resistance. I think we closed slightly above it too. So slight closure above the resistance there, and ultimately you got some clean range. But we'll see. Price may want to do a little bit of a pullback. If we move down to the 30-minute time frame, we did create support here, but we do have a little bit of issue, right, going on to the left-hand side. So we'll see what happens. You have this clean range coming down here. You also have a nice clean range right here, and that is pretty much it. We've got price surrounded for the most part. 15-minute doesn't look bad if we want to close below that range and then continue to move down into these levels here. I'd say probably around like 47.01. Yeah, 47.01-ish. So yeah, that's pretty much it. We will look for potential sells below 47.21 and then buys above 47.33. Yeah, looks good. Cool. Any questions? Any questions? We got a nice little range setting up here for us. So we'll see where price wants to go for the most part. But yeah, pretty clean on both sides. This will probably be a somewhat of a no trade range here for me. Just going to probably stay out of this zone right here in the middle. Highlight it in red for you. So it's like a no trade range here. And then overall, these are most definitely very, very clean ranges, right, to look for. So yeah, so we're gonna look at that, and then that's it. That's pretty much it. So we'll see what happens from there, but probably gonna stay out of the red zone here today. I'm gonna wait for the opportunity to trade in the green zone, and then we go from there. All right, cool. All right, that's it. Good stuff here. So we'll see where we're at. In about 3 minutes, we'll get a closure. That will be the 8:45 candle. We'll see how that one closes. Probably will wait for the hour closure here, but yeah, we'll see. 30 closure would be great. Some sort of 30-minute closure below would be awesome here. Cool. So that is that, my friends. That is that. Bearish bias. A little bit of a bearish bias, but that 1 hour, right, and that 4 hour just lethal here. So we'll see if we can come back down or if we want to continue pushing up today. So it's just a very awkward day here. Big pushes down last night, and then a big push up here today on the 4 hour. So we'll see what happens. Yeah. All right, let's move over to NQ here. Let's take a look at the NASDAQ, and let's see what we got going on. Oh, just up. What do you know? All right, price just moving up here. 4 hour moving up, daily moving up, 1 hour moving up. Do we get some structure on the 30? Okay, so price looking like it wants to do some sort of a pullback here. You've got this range on the 30-minute time frame. If you do break the lows there, you should continue to push down. So we do need a pullback. I would wait for that pullback. I wouldn't even dare to touch sells here on the NASDAQ today. I would just wait for supports to be formed and simply just take buys. Yeah. Buying opportunities somewhere down here for price to continue moving bullish today. I wouldn't really look for the sells. They're going to be very tough, very challenging. You're going to have to time those perfectly. All right. Cool. So that's it, man. That's it. That is the day ahead of us. Goldie actually does not look bad here. So we'll see how we do on gold. We're starting to re-break the lows, and we'll see what happens. Now we wait. Yes, now we wait. Would you take the breakout at 845? Maybe if it's all the way there, but if not, then I'll just wait here for the 30-minute closure, right? Because if we get a bearish 30-minute closure, that'll be just fine, right? It'll kind of close something like that. We wait for a top wick on the next candle during the higher volume time, and then look to take these sells. I like some sort of partials, somewhere around these areas here. You got no wick on that previous 30-minute candle down there too, so that would be an opportunity for us to see if we can get down there and give that candle a bottom wick. Cool. Trump draws the candles. Yeah, he does. Trump tweets and sneezes and does this and that, and boom, all of a sudden he's just like, market's moving up and down like a yo-yo. I was telling Anna that last night. I'm like, yeah, Trump just moves the market like a yo-yo, and he admits it, which is crazy. Consistency hit. All right, let's go. Nice job. What about the buys? The buys are good above 47.33. Yeah, they're pretty good above 33 there. What do I think about top step rules? I think they're good. Just follow them. Just follow them. Follow them, and you can get paid. Asian session yesterday. Yeah, took a pretty. So ended up taking this buy position yesterday. It was pretty much this 15-minute onion, right? The 15-minute onion here. There was also like a 30-minute celery that went along with it. So took the entry on the break of the highs here. Stops were kept below the lows. We were in this trade for damn near an hour and a half. All to come near stops, reject all the way up, close above the range here too, right? Like we had this 30-minute closure above this range here. Where'd it go? 30. Where'd we go? Right here. Yeah. So, and also at the same time, you had the 4-hour candle close bullish, right? So you had this range here that we closed. See this support? 4-hour candle closed below. Next candle pushed all the way back up, closed above. So this all happened while we were in the trade. And we were in this trade for like a while. And the hourly candle also closed strong. So you had a lot of, again, like if you pay attention to this zone right here, right, all these candles remain below the zone here. So everything was pointing down because we were hanging out below there. But then we get a candle that closed above. Right, so this is where we went in and stepped into the buying positions now that we closed above the range, but ultimately, got rejected and price came back down and stopped us out. So yeah, so we went with that. So my other account, I'm just gonna let them rock here today, leave them red. I'm gonna use some older account and see if we can come up with a better trade here today, because that one was just straight gone, and then it looks like we popped all the way back up. So crazy moves. The market truly is moving like a yo-yo. Range 2 buys and sells in current market condition. Yeah, I mean, whatever you gotta do. Yep. Yeah, whatever works. I'm gonna wait on the 30-minute candle here and then go from there. Little 30 closure, and we will go from there. Staying out of this 15, we barely closed with a wick on the top. 47.15 area, 47.15. Yeah, it definitely could. We closed a no bottom wick here, so I'm just gonna wait on the 30 closure. If we can close bearish with a wick on the 30, that'll be great. Yeah, or what we could do is just wait for the little break here, retest, and then the potential move down. The yo-yo effect. Previous 4-hour candle bullish. Current 4-hour candle breaks the low of the previous 4-hour candle. Does the bias change? I would still wait for the range 2 at that point, just simply because it can break the low. Like if let's say it's bullish and the next one breaks the low, it happens a lot where you break that low and you'll just continue moving up. So I would still wait for the range 2 below if you got your range down there. But yeah, ultimately, yeah, anytime you're going against the 4-hour, if you want to wait on that range too, it'll always keep it on the safer side. Yeah, if you can get the break of the low, right, and then like let's say that here was the break, so this was the break of the low right here. So if you can get that and then like a nice little break and retest or a bullish candle, then the sells would be on from there. Yeah, because then what happens is that would be a push back up, and then that would be this candle coming down again, right, to re-break its low again after that little break and retest there. So that's what really confirms it, is if you get that double break and you get that structure on the lower time frame. Boom, 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 boom. Dun, dun, dun. 50 wait, what? 5 times 50, 10k, 10k. Oh yeah, there you go. Let's go. I don't see why not. Is that what happened? They're capping the payouts, Top Step. Yeah, crazy. Crazy. Understanding when to use the 30 over the 15 has been a game changer. Absolutely. All right. Will we run all the way down here? Yeah, look, traders are getting good out there. You know, the crazy part is I would say over the last year, traders have kind of realized some of the things that we have realized about, you know, just treating it like a ROI business, and, you know, not getting too caught up in holding accounts so long, and, you know, just kind of staying in eval jail and all that crazy stuff. So yeah, the traders are getting better. You know, there's still a lot of people losing, obviously, but the people who are winning, they're winning pretty big. So that, hence why you see payout caps and, you know, all that stuff. Dun, dun, dun. 815 buys. 815. Yeah, they're not too bad. Not too bad. 4 hour really started breaking all the highs. So, yeah, I think in this case, like, waiting on the closure back above is going to be good, because this could happen, right? Exactly what you've seen. Boom, 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 bam. Like, especially when the 4 hour is still hanging bearish like that. So yeah, other than that, it's pretty good. Little buy off. So we call it the blooming onion. Yeah, this would be the onion, but then this would be the blooming onion. Yeah. It's like the one after the onion. But yeah, what I would probably anticipate now is somewhat of a retest of 47.21, and then I'm going to be looking for selling opportunities around that level if we can get there, for price to come back down, that 4 hour to come back down here. Anything on NQ? Yeah, just wait for support and take buys, pretty much. NQ is so bullish that you just have to sit tight, wait on a really good support to show up, and then go ahead and take a buy. Yeah, so I'm looking for support somewhere down towards like 167 there. Solid NQ strategy. That's my NQ strategy. I mean, just look at the daily, man. Just don't sell yet. Don't sell yet. All right. How'd you guys do in Asian and London and all that? I'm trademarking that? Yeah, do it. We'll have to shout you out every time. I call it the grooming onion. Boom, just cut you out. Bam. So immediately just cut them out. It's the it's the grooming onion. I had a 100K instant funded account 2 weeks ago per trade till I grow. It's at 100. Any advice? Yeah, best advice. I mean, look. This is trading, right? You have to have a good, profitable system. And then every single day of your life, you show up to the desk and you only trade that profitable system. That will get you everywhere you want to be. That's it. There's one job here, right? And it's to literally observe the market until your systematic approach shows up. And once it does, that's when you execute trades. And you know that if you have data on the system, then you'll know, hey, 70 or 50 or 60 or 80 or whatever your win rate is, you know, if you follow that system well every single time, you're going to mess up here and there. Like here and there, you know, like here and there, not all the time, you know, like not every day, like maybe every month, every couple months, you're going to maybe make a mistake, and that's okay. But like, as long as you know the outcome of what your system produces, then your only job is to show up and execute trades based off that system and stay out of anything and everything that doesn't work with it. That's it. That's really the number one piece of advice I can give to every single trader. It's so simple, it'll go right over your head. Right over your head. But what else? But Nick, what else? I'm telling you, G, not much. Not much. All right, there's not much else that needs to be done. So a lot of times we make this career very, very hard on ourselves. So a lot of times that's just us, you know, making it hard on ourselves. If we just followed the system every day, you know, we would actually win big. But Nick, we wouldn't take a trade every day. It's okay. You'd still get to your end goal, which is to be profitable, right? So remember, less is more. Took that same buy you took in Asian. Yeah, I thought it was pretty good. 15-minute kind of closing the top wick, which I didn't really realize. I mean, I thought it was okay. You know, it still closed above. Grab the pack runner over here, you know, and then this guy gives you no bottom wick. So you're like, all right, you know, let's hang in. And then this guy gives you no bottom wick. And, you know, then this guy pushes up. So like this trade was just like giving us hope and then taking the hope away. And it almost seemed like every candle that closed gave us a little bit of hope, right? Like no bottom wick. Okay. No bottom wick. All right. Okay. Bullish. Okay. Oh, bearish. All right. Well, at least we stayed above here, and then it just tanked. So yeah. I think Barron Trump stepped in and took a sell or something like that happened. But yeah, I don't think it was bad. You know, you had all the clean range. You had a 1 hour candle officially like step up and say, hey, you know what? Like, I want to go bullish here. But all these candles were closing below the range. This one popped up, so it wasn't a bad trade. You know, again, probability, right? You got to understand that you have a system, and if it's a 70% win rate, then that means it's a 30% lose rate. So that means any trade that you get involved in, there's a 30% chance you could take a loss there. There's a 70% chance you can take a win, and guess what? You have no idea what side the coin will land on before you flip that coin. So you just got to keep flipping, right? You got to keep taking the trade. We know that 70% of the time, the coin will land in our favor, though. That's it. That's trading. Think about it. You can never know what side the coin's gonna flip on, right? Until you flip that coin, you just don't know. So, but that doesn't mean you don't flip it, right? You got to continue to flip, and if you want those probabilities to come out, it's like rolling a dice, rolling a die, right? Like if I said, hey, as long as if you get a 6, you're out, right? If you get a 6, that's it, you lose. But any other number on that die that we land on, you win. The probability is in your favor, is it not? Right? But can the die still land on a 6? Of course it can, right? There's still a probability that die will land on a 6, right? Without any of your control. But we know that if you roll that die over and over and over and over and over again, chances are you are going to win, right? Chances are price will land on a different number more times than not. So that's trading in itself as well. It's just continuing to roll that die and, you know, let probabilities play themselves out. Any trades? No, not yet. Nope. What's up, Alpha Seti? It depends also on the RR. I mean, it's all right. I've never seen RR really matter, to be honest. Like, obviously, you can't take you can't lose 2 and or lose 100 and win 2 and expect that to really, you know. But I mean, you can get so profitable by being even a half R trader. So I don't really believe in RR as much, and we've debunked the whole myth of RR and blah 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 and all that stuff. If here's the deal, if you take really good trades, you're gonna make money, right? If you take really good trades over time, over and over and over again, without taking stupid trades in between, you're gonna make money. So if you just have a high win rate to where you win a lot, right, you are going to make money. It's almost impossible not to succeed at that point. The problem is most people cut their winners too early, hold their losers too long, and over time that begins to mess with them. So if it's going a little overboard, right, then you got to really come back on the other side. So I don't really let RR get that overboard for me. I'll do half R trades, but I won't do like, you know, risking 10 to win 1 or something like that. Every now and then I'll have a trade that I'm risking, you know, 3 to win 1. Every now and then, though, that will happen at times, but most of my trades are usually at least like half R to 1 R trades. Sometimes they're 3R, sometimes they're even 4R, but you know, it just depends on the setup. Johnny Gems, hey, how are you? How's it going, John? How are you? Great to see you, man. Great to see you.
Yo, my man. Great
Welcome
to
in,
see
G.
you,
Welcome in.
Thank you, man. It's a pleasure. I'm feeling amazing, blessed, and highly favored. Grateful to be here, bro. How you feeling?
Yeah, very good. Very good. Amazing. I'm a little sad that it's Friday, you know?
I know, man.
Now I got to spend 2 days not even streaming.
Right? Thank God.
Screw it. Let's stream on Saturday and Sunday.
Yo, chat, who would love a Saturday and Sunday stream? Come on. Let's go. Hey, at least we got the webinar.
Yeah,
But
Webby tomorrow.
Yeah, I know, man. Gotta enjoy this weekend, but always gonna be looking forward to Monday. But
Yeah, the weekends are good. The weekends are good. It's nice. It's nice to take a little step back, and it always feels better to, you know, to get back on the desk on Monday.
oh yeah, man. That's how you know you love what you do when you look forward to Mondays, right? So that's
True.
a great thing.
True.
Yes, sir, man. Let's have a great Friday here. Executing our plan, following our plan to the T, and
Yeah, hell
that's
yeah.
it. Just do a job. Literally show up here, do a job.
Yes, sir.
What's
All
up,
right.
chat? How y'all feeling?
We get a 30 closure below. So, yeah, we might have some opportunity here. We're making currently making a top wick. If we can kind of tap into this zone here, I'm going to have a sell stop on the break of the lows. Little 137 pip stops. No top wick here. So closure below, no top wick. Inverted celery, no top wick. If we start rejecting the high here, we'll have a sell stop. If we need to, we can also wait on the resistance as well, right? On the 15-minute time frame. So what I mean by that is if this candle wants to push up, right, and stay up here and close above and not break its low, then we can simply just wait on the resistance to form here, right? And then go ahead and look to take these sells coming back down. A little golf, yeah. Hey,
Nice.
yeah, go follow us on Twitch, yeah, and all that, because we are gonna start doing that. Yeah, Twitch and I think Kick we're gonna use. I got accounts for both of them, so we'll start streaming the golf rounds and just some of the fun stuff we do.
Man. Let's freaking do it. Should be fun.
Yeah. I'd show up to the
Good
weekend
Clubhouse,
streams.
what's up, YouTube?
Let's get it. Pull up.
What'd you say? Come for the streams?
Yeah, someone said I'd show up for the Saturday and Sunday streams.
Yeah, man. You guys want to see us play some golf and some pickle? Gotta join us on Twitch.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So we got a pretty decent top wick here. So we did kind of test that area. I am going to have some sell stops. If this can pull back slightly, I'm going to have a sell stop on the break of the current low here. So let's see if we can kind of just move back up a little bit. And then if so, we'll have the sell stop. And if that doesn't happen, and we can just wait on this too, right? Some nice like closure here, and look to take that sell on the following candle here. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, cool. I am going to have a sell stop on the re-break of that low now. So if we can re-break that low, that'll be awesome. Bam. 30 closure below, 15 closure below. 1 hour bearish resistance formed. So let's see what we can do here. Sell stop.
Sell stop.
All right, cool. How was London, Johnny Gems?
Order filled.
London was great. It was a great session.
Nice.
No trades though, unfortunately.
Yeah, a little slow, a little
It was a good
choppy.
session to practice patience and discipline.
Dope.
Yep.
All right. All right, my friends, I am involved here, so we'll see if we can make our way down. I do like the wick fill for break even. Yeah, once we get through the wick fill, and then yeah, if we can get a nice push, you know, down into that 4 hour with no bottom wick, that'd be excellent here today. Boom. All right, cool. Yeah, if you guys want to take partials at the break even too, that's not a bad idea at that wick fill. So let's see if we can get this 9 a.m. candle to really run down for us. We've pushed up pretty aggressively there, had a huge engulfing candle, so no bottom wick on that candle either. Maybe we can get a nice little lower wick and a retest into that support. We'll have a lot of volume coming in here as well, so just be aware. Order filled.
Thanks, Linda.
How do you overcome a long losing streak of losses? It's tough, it really is, but you got to be tougher. So you got to realize that everyone that goes on a losing streak either quits, switches up their strategy, or just does stupid things in the middle. So you don't want to do what everyone else does, right? You want to look at what they do and then try and do the complete opposite. So when I get into losing streaks, like I really just try and buckle down, size down a little bit, take the low-hanging fruit. Don't take the complicated setups. Take clear setups that make sense according to your playbook, and just work on getting some green back on the board. Like that's not really your time to go ahead and start winning a bunch of money. That's your time to just get back in the rhythm, build your confidence back up, like just kind of get some green on the board, and then slowly but surely you work your way out of it. So that's pretty much the best ways to handle the losing streak, is really just staying composed in your mindset and then continuing to execute technically what works. Yeah, the problem is we get into these losing streaks, or we take a loss or two, and then all of a sudden we start taking like super random trades, like setups that like you don't even know what that is. Like you're like, what was that? Like that doesn't resemble the playbook at all. So those are the things that you got to be aware of and be careful of. Is the idea of you trying to get those losses back a little bit, just a little bit like unprofessionally.
Yeah, facts, man.
Alta field.
And you shouldn't, right?
Shouldn't what?
Like you shouldn't be on a crazy losing streak either if you're performing well as well, Like you'll see losing streaks, but it won't be nothing too crazy if you're performing well.
Yeah, that's true.
It won't be
like,
that long.
If you're really following edge and following system, like it won't be a long, you can definitely take, 3, 4, 5, 6 losses in a row, like, and do everything right. But, it shouldn't last too long if you're continuing to stay steady with it.
Right. Hell yeah.
My longest losing streak was about 7 red days in a row. Yeah, 7 in a row. It was probably like 8 or 9 red trades just back to back to back to back to back. It was wild. It was back in 2023, I think. Yeah, 2023.
Yep.
But hey, you know,
I really
everyone's
do
going to go
think-
through it. You know, everyone's going to have a season. Even, you know, there's a losing streak ahead of all of us, believe it or not. You know, I hate to say that, but it's just, that's part of the game. You know, it's part of the game that we play. It's not like there's anything wrong. Again, there's something wrong when you start going against your plan and start taking those random trades and all that, but nothing wrong with taking, you know, a couple losses. It's going to happen. It really is. You know, you can do everything right and still take, you know, a couple losses back to back to back.
Facts, man. You know, it's the game we play.
Yeah.
Probabilities.
Yep. Can you explain the trade? Yeah. So 1 hour onion, 30-minute breakout, and yeah, that's pretty much it. 4 hour kind of rejecting awkwardly, seeing if we can get that push back down here on the 4 hour candle. Price has been extremely bearish for the most part, so all the attempts to move up have been just squandered, right, and pushed back down. So that's kind of like what we're looking at here. We got volume coming in too, and really now, you know, now the next 15 minute as well, and you know the 9:30 candle's coming up too.
Yeah, man. Always be a big believer in, you know, your ability to stay composed is like in your ability to not over risk, you know. Like if you don't over risk, then you'll be composed in each and every trade, right? And if you understand probabilities and don't over risk, then you're gonna be composed during your trades. Like it's gonna be tough for emotions to get in, right? Because you've made it hard for that to happen, right? You get emotional because of the money, right? You put too much size on it, so by doing that, then you start to manage your emotions and start to practice composure, and you actually let probabilities play out, right? So I think like the less size you got, the more composed you're gonna be, you know. And when you're composed, you could be consistent, and at the end of the day, that's what the markets will reward: consistency.
Yeah, and when you do that, when you come out of that losing streak or whatever, let's say it's 2, 3, 4, 5 trades, and you come out of that the right way and you do it right, my goodness, you have so much confidence going back into the market. Like pretty much every time I hit a losing streak, I go on a wild run where it's like just almost can't miss at that point, right? Like there's just sometimes you're so like just in flow with the markets that it almost seems like you can't miss. And so like a lot of times that will happen after those losing streaks too, if you know you earn it back the right way and prove to yourself that you know you were committed, even though you went into some drawdown, even though you took some losses, you stay committed to the system, and the system does what it's designed to do and get you back your gains. Excuse me. Boom, boom, boom. But could it flip bullish? Of course. Yeah, we can win, we can lose this trade. Every trade is up for grabs. You know, every trade, again, just like you rolling the die, right? Like every single trade has a completely random outcome.
Facts, bro. The wise words, man, from Mark Douglas: wins and losses are distributed randomly over any series of edges.
Yep.
There's no way to know the next outcome of the trade. But we can know the outcome of the next 20 trades, but not the next trade.
True.
When you understand that too, you're starting to think in probabilities, right? That's the starting point of thinking in probabilities.
Yep.
Thinking in a series of trades, not by individual trades, right? Don't think trade by trade, think of series by trades, right? So instead of focusing on the outcome of this trade here, focus on the outcome of the next 20 trades. And by doing that, you're now thinking in probabilities.
Yes, sir. All right, 15-minute closures
really
are coming up.
Easy, like you really got to train yourself, you know, and
you
give
have
yourself
to.
constant repetition and
Takes time.
stuff like that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of time. Takes a lot of time, lot of trades. You know, if you go back to our like very beginning days of live streaming, you'll see that we've taken hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of trades And before that, before we ever started live streaming, we took hundreds and hundreds of trades, right? So like the way I see it in my journey is this just one of those trades, just another one of those trades. I've been, plugging away with the playbook long enough to know that, it's gonna hand you losers, it's gonna hand you winners, and overall over time, if you play it properly, you'll end up having much more winners than losers. But every trade's random, so that's why I try not to focus on outcomes of trades. I just try and focus on taking good ones that have that high probability and that probability in our favor.
Yep, facts, bro. Because like you say, if you're a trader that's serious and you're here for the long game, it's not going to be the first trade you take here. It's not going to be the first loss you take here. It's not going to be the first win you take, right? You got many trades to take where many different outcomes will present themselves. So,
Yep.
Right, we're practicing the habits here that allows for consistency. So, it's not going to be the first or last.
Say a little
time
driving range again today?
Yeah, yo.
Actually, I think they're open all day today, so we could hit our irons.
Are they? What happened?
We could hit our irons and our drivers.
Oh, bet. All right, good. So I'm down then. We can swing with some clubs, different clubs.
Yeah, the last 2 days, the driving range that we have over here, they were redoing the net, so we couldn't hit any irons, any clubs for that matter.
Yeah, man.
Just a chip and a putt.
So what do? We made the best out of it, though, chat. We had a great putting game.
That's a great putting
That was
game.
fun.
Excellent.
Couldn't drive or anything, so we made up a great game putting.
What's up, Dan? How are you, brother?
What's up, Dan?
Jupiter. Probably an hour, I think. That's on the other side. Yeah, it's on the other side of Florida, I think. But Florida is so thin.
Yeah.
It's most of the state is not even that far, so you can kind of just drive straight to the other side.
Yeah.
You've been there,
I've
right?
been to
Jupiter
it's
and
down there.
that's by
isn't it by Palm Beach?
by Port St. Lucie, maybe.
Yeah, believe so. Take a look. Yeah, Port St. Lucie, West Palm Beach.
West Palm.
That's where it's by. Jupiter, right on the water.
Which flaws am I currently working on? In terms of trading, not many, to be honest. Not many. I'm sizing up a lot more now, so dealing with bigger capital. So I wouldn't say it's a flaw. That's just the one thing I'm working on, is just, continuing to stay in the fight with bigger numbers, because it's very easy to make $9 grand, $8 grand and get so excited and say, ooh, let's do more, or even lose $8 grand, $9 grand, 10 grand and get all bummed out. So my main focus now is, as I adjust my size and play at these higher levels, to make sure I'm mentally composed through it all, through the winners and the losers, because believe it or not, the winners can wreck you. They really can. If you get too overconfident, especially when you start making $8,000, $7,000, $10,000 on your trade, you could start to get very addicted to that and say, oh man, let me pull the trigger again and again and again. And I see it happen all the time when people increase their size. So I wouldn't say it's a flaw. I would just say, just continuing to work on the mental composure throughout, all of my trades and whatnot is just something I continue to work on and continue to focus on as I size up and size up and size up here. It's a little different, it's a little different losing 12 grand instead of 3 grand, so and same thing, it's a little bit different losing 3 grand versus 1 grand or 1,000 versus 300, right? So you got to always stay mentally composed and make sure you're on top of that, just from the mental perspective. Dun, 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 dun.
Did I like the 815 buys today? They looked pretty good. I didn't take them, but I wasn't at the desk either. But like honestly, it looked good to me. Looks like probability if you like took a loss on. Looks like just a probability data point.
The grooming onion buy? The grooming onion?
Is that what it is?
Yeah, it's a grooming onion.
Yeah, it was alright.
No more trademark. I got you. I got you, bro. We cut him out. We cut him out the deal.
Yeah.
Oh, snap.
Yeah, looks good to me, bro. Just a loss.
Yeah, nice. But anytime you're buying off support, you know, especially you were remaining above 21 at that point too, at 815. So I didn't think it was too bad.
Yeah, looks like weird 8 a.m. volume kind of.
Yeah.
Like drew a pack and stuff, and like just didn't move up.
Yeah.
Took an L on that, yeah, all goody, all goody. At least it was a familiar setup, right, that Nick has taught us here. So
yeah, that's fine.
As long as that's the case, you know, short-term results are random, long-term results are reliable and have edge. So you really just gotta keep flipping. You know, as a trader, you just gotta keep flipping the coin and let the probabilities play out. Time is our greatest edge. You know, when you have studied an edge to understand it enough, and you show up and apply it, literally. All you have to do is give yourself time to grow and give yourself time for your edge to show up.
Yep.
That's
get used
like what
to
a lot of people have to do. What'd you say?
That's basically it. You just gotta get used to it. You know, you gotta get used to it. You gotta get comfortable with it. You gotta get familiar with it. Just like anything else that we do in life.
Exactly. Time is your edge. Remember that. People think the trade is their edge, which it is, but it's really time that's their edge. Because we don't have to know what's going to happen next to make money here, you know?
Yep.
We just need to we just need to follow a system consistently to make money.
Market's been moving weird this week. The plays are solid, but the market, that's gonna happen. You know what I mean? That's sometimes just how the market is, right? Like the conditions. All of a sudden, you'll get into these wonderful trades that seem to have been working for the last 8 months, and yet, you know, over the last week, 2 weeks, they don't seem to play out as well. So I have seen that year after year after year, is that you're just gonna run into these funky times, right? But that's why it's so important to be on your game, right? Because if you're on your game all year long, by the time these funky times show up, because they always show up, but they never last, right? They come and go. So like by the time they show up and you maybe run into a couple losses due to that just weird price action, it never hurts you in the long game, you know? So it's like, that's why it's just so important to, when the market is delivering, to make sure you're executing properly, right? Executing properly, because there will be a time somewhere within the year that the market will act a little bit different and, you know, not give you exactly what you normally used to getting, or you'll get into trades and there won't be as much follow through and, you know, all that stuff. So it's very important to be on your game. That way, when the market throws you for a loop and you take some losses, because you will, you know, you won't be really hurt by that.
Thanks, brother. Jemmies.
All right, can we break the lows here? Looking to target 46.92 if possible here. We got some volume coming in. 9:30 is about to show up in about 8 minutes, 7 minutes. So we'll see what we can do with that. Let's see. Would you say we entered too early in this trade without the proper confirmation? Nope. It looks good to me. 1 hour selling off 1 hour resistance, 30-minute breakout. Yeah, that's fine. We waited for a bottom wick, waited for the top wick, waited for the re-break of the low. I thought it was good. Good opportunity. Good opportunity. I thought it was a good performance, good approach. You know, the only thing that wasn't good was that 15 that kind of closed like inverted celery there. But, you know, we remained below the range, and the higher time frames, like the 4-hour kind of rejecting, 1-hour resistance, 30 breakout. So figured we get involved here. Would love to see that low break. Would really love to see that low break though. Dun, 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 dun. Like to see some resistance here on the 15-minute. Yeah, that'd be your next best option, definitely. Yep, next best option is like some resistance or even that breakout on the 15 now, and then yeah, those will be like the next selling opportunities. Excuse me. We should have some volume starting to dump in here with this 9:15 candle, 9:30 as well coming up. So let's see if we can
5 minutes.
make our way down.
5 minutes for 9:30.
Do I use copy trading? Yes, I do. I'm not copy trading at the moment, but I have my copy trading accounts took a loss last night in Asian, so I just brought out a different XFA. We do a little XFA.
Yes, you do.
We got 4 of them, so I keep 2 of them tied, 2 of them separate, just in case I take a big loss or a big win in a session. I could always pull out the other ones. An XFA is just like a past combine on Top Step. They call them XFAs. They're just basically like a past funded account. Patiently waiting for the 5-minute indicator. That 5-minute though.
5 minutes.
Green, how we feeling? How are you, brother? How are you?
Greenery, what's up, bro?
Sure is great to see you here today, man. Sure is.
GG, great to see Green.
Green, bring us some green here, man. Bring us some green.
Green, bro, your name is my favorite color.
Chat, what you guys doing this weekend? Anything good? Anything good?
Yeah, what's the plans?
What's the plans looking like? What up, Spidey? There he is.
What up, Spidey?
Staying locked in? Let's go. He's staying clocked in, baby.
Get it.
I'm gonna post. Oh my bad. I'm gonna post the whole PDF in the clubhouse today, so that way over the weekend and stuff, you guys can take time to go through it and check it out. It's extremely just a lot of value in there. So. How come we don't trade on XAU USD? That's because we're trading with a futures prop firm and a futures broker right now. So if we were trading like forex and all that, then like I used to trade XAU USD all the time. But ever since I moved over to futures, I've been trading just GC contracts, MGC, GC. Yeah, but nothing wrong with XAU USD. That's paid a lot of XAU USD got me free. I got so much love for XAU USD. So much love.
Yep.
Oh, got a holiday in Spain. Let's go. Let's go. Very nice.
Nice, enjoy.
What time am I gonna post it? Probably sometime after the stream. As soon as possible. As soon as possible. Yes, sir, Elk. So amazing. Shout out to Elk, man. Really helped put that. I mean, I know that took a lot of time. To put together. So if you guys see Elk around in the Discord, don't forget to thank him for putting that together. It's just amazing. Amazing.
Yeah,
All right,
watch
Goldie.
out.
Here comes 9:30. What's up, Dean? How are you, bro? Oh yeah, gold at 2K. Oh man, remember that?
Yep, I do.
Remember those days?
I remember them.
It does feel like forever. It does. Bone Crusher, how we feeling, man? Of course, it's my pleasure. All right, volume coming in 50 seconds here. What will we do?
Closure below, making this look good still.
Yep. Will 9:30 give us the push down? It's either gonna push down or give a big push up. So we'll see what happens.
Either way, some volume's kicking in here.
Yep, I can see the volume starting to come in.
Me too.
But yeah, you know, I'm perfectly fine with taking a loss here. I hope you are too. I'm perfectly fine with taking a win here as well and holding my position and waiting for my profits. So whatever works. I'm gonna move my full TP towards like 46.63 here.
Sir.
All right, the moment of truth. 3, 2, 1. There we go.
Wow, it's a lot of volume.
Boom, 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 boom. You like the background music? Yeah, that's pretty good, right? Sometimes when I'm trading by myself, I put this on. Just makes me composed. Stream ain't even running. I'm just out here playing this song. Man, if we break that low right there, this thing could be a goner. Boom, boom, boom.
Yes, sir.
Boom, boom.
Rate that previous low. Wick fill's looking great.
Yeah, the whole range fill honestly looks good if we can really start pushing through. All right, there's the break of that low. So let's see if we can get the next one wiped out. And if we wipe out that next low, we should get a pretty decent push. Just vibing and nothing.
Just letting this
It's quite warm. It is quite warm today. It's already 75 degrees here in Florida. Second thought, we're going to take a trip down to Florida.
Definitely warm.
If I wasn't in, would I be getting in now? Let me see that 15 closure. Yeah, not bad here. Yep, absolutely. Yeah, I would have probably been in on the break of the 15 low there.
Yeah, that's where I got into. 15 minute.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yep.
PDF will be good for the weekend. Yes, yeah. I'll have it. I'll definitely have it out there for you guys for the weekend. Stops to the most recent resistance. Yeah, you can do that too. Yep. Yep. All right, there's our wick fill. Can we push through it here? Can we push through it?
Yeah, we can push through it. We got volume.
All right, there we go.
I'm out, bro. I'm out.
Can we get the run here? My heart skipped a few beats. All right, yeah, if you guys want to take some partials here, if you want to go break even, That looks good. I'll probably go break even more so on the very next push here, just so I can break that low. This could still fluctuate just a little bit, so
Yeah.
I don't want to get tapped out
I
too
like
quickly.
break even.
Deep breaths.
Did you go break even or not?
I didn't. I didn't go break. I think I'm just gonna move my stops.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm gonna minimize my stops here. I'm not gonna go break even just yet. Yeah, it does. Nail an entry, then trail and stops. It's one of the greatest feelings in the world. It really is.
Definitely.
Good trade. Yeah, great trade. Great trade. Got some got about what 75, 79 out of it so far. So yeah, let's see if we can continue down.
And the way that 15-minute close too was beautiful.
Yeah, that
Like,
15
on top
closure
of
was
the
amazing.
30-minute.
Yep. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So if you weren't already in on the 30-minute, the 15-minute entry was definitely the next best bet.
Yep. Yep.
That wick fill too. Current low entry, not previous low.
Current. Yep. Current.
Yep.
Took the sell in Asian today. Took cool 2 W's. Very nice. Congratulations. That's always nice when you can take 2 W's in the day.
Yeah, right. That's awesome.
All right, let's see if we can re-break that low. If we can, I will go break even. At that point, we should get a push, you know, down into these next levels here. So let's see if we can actually break that low. And if we can, great. I'm assuming most of you guys probably took your profits. Should I open my eyes yet? Not yet, not yet.
Bleed off here. Come on.
All right, yeah, I might go break even. I don't like that. All right, I'll go break even here too, just in case we flip up and break the highs. All right, BE.
We did tap into that wick.
Yep, we did do the wick. I wanted to re-break that just so I can give this some chance to fluctuate here. But yeah, partials, break even, all that good stuff. Good trade. Got about almost 80 pips out of that push. So yeah, you can't ask for much more. Nice little wick fill. But I think we could still come down here, right? As long as we respect the highs, I think we could still make our way down.
Yes, sir.
Bum, bum, bum. Markets are ugly. Yeah, they are, man. They're ugly.
Coach
They ugly. Here. They ugly this week. Passed phase 1 today with you? Okay, great. Amazing. Congratulations. Phase 1 in the books. Beautiful. After your first payout, do you immediately buy more funded accounts? Not always. Not always. But, you know, sometimes you still have a good amount of, like, trade, like a buffer in your current account that you got paid out on.
Order filled.
You could just, you know, keep trading that one in hopes to continue to get payouts. Okay, cool. Beautiful, beautiful job. So about 80 pips. We got the wick fill. We broke the lows. Pretty much everything that we wanted out of that trade. So a nice little wick fill. Wanted to see if we can get down into here. I think we still can, as long as we remain below the support and all that. But, you know, just in case, we got our stops at break even. Keep us safe here. And, yeah, we'll see if we end up continuing down or not. Took some profits on the live account. Awesome. Awesome. Let's go.
Yeah, at 9:30 though, I feel you for holding, past that wick fill.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wanting to see more of a push at 9:30 makes a lot of sense to me.
Same. Could still work.
Yep.
You close full at the wick fill?
Yes. Yep.
Okay, nice.
Yep.
Very nice.
Sir.
All right, well, good trade. Is there a better feeling coming out of drawdown into some profit? Not many
It's
better
such a
feelings, no.
Great feeling. Really is.
It's cool. We've actually been hanging out in some drawdown lately. A little bit more than often. But in most cases we've been good because our stops have held, and in most cases, right? Like last night it didn't, or maybe like 5 or 6 trades ago. But for the most part, the trades have held strong, and yeah, we've sat in some drawdown, but we've popped out of it too.
Hell yeah. And I feel like every time like I take a losing trade and then I take a winning trade and make the loss back, like every time I do that, go from red to green, that just gives me more confidence and less fear of losses,
Yep.
Just like more confidence in the fact that I'll make the loss back and less fear of taking actually the loss because again, I know I'll make it back eventually.
Definitely. Yeah, you're gonna make all
really
your
good.
losses back. Like as long as you stay with this playbook or with your, again, I don't even want to say stay with my playbook. Like stay with a playbook that works. You will make every. Have you ever seen me take a loss and not get it back at this point? In the last couple years, like every loss I ever took, I got it back.
Yeah.
Like it's not like you're never gonna win another trade.
Yep. It's so true, man. And that's why it makes sense as well to not just jump back into a trade right after a loss, right?
Yep.
Because if you just maybe wait for the next day or the next 2 days, you'll take a trade will show up, and then you'll make the loss back there rather than kind of revenge trading based off emotions and losing more.
Yeah, true.
So it also helps you when you go through that, it also helps you not revenge trade, not jump on emotions, right? Because you understand another setup will show up and you can get it back.
Yeah. Trades in, yes, I did take, so basically took a loss in London. I'm sorry, Asian. Somewhere over here. I forget where it was, but it was a buying position. 30-minute. Let me go to the 1 hour. Yeah, right here off this 1 hour candle. So it took a buy off this candle right here. Ended up just tanking down last night. Tanking. It was playing with us too. We were in this trade for like an hour and a half. And it was crazy because every time a candle, like when a candle closed against us, it closed with no bottom wick here, right? So I think we were playing that zone 2, closing no bottom wick above. The next candle didn't care, right? Just drove down anyway, but then this candle closed with no bottom wick. And the stops were below the lows right there, and then the next candle closed above. So it just kind of kept on giving us this false hope, that, hey, maybe this trade will turn around here. It hasn't hit our stops yet, but ultimately it just kind of worked its way back down. All right, great job, Go. I'm glad I went break even there and just respected the rule. Yeah, break of the low. Wanted to see if we can give this a shot to run there at 9:30, but it's okay. Still got 80 pips. Take 80 all day.
Hey man, you gave it a shot with 9:30 volume. Made sense, and you managed to trade very well.
Yeah.
Going break even here, avoided a loss.
Did I make up my loss yet on my live account? Not yet. But we'll get it back. It might take a trade. It might take 2 trades. It might take 3 trades, but we'll get that back. Did you miss the trade here? Yeah, we took a trade on the 30-minute. Yeah, on the break of the low here. So we went in, went break even, closed partials and all that right around the wick fill and popped back up here. Perfect break even point. What do we eat for dinner on Fridays?
Chicken cutlets and penny vodka.
Probably steak. Yeah, a couple steaks. What you eating for Friday?
Me?
No,
Oh.
Chill Callion. What you eating on Friday? I think most people, don't they eat pizza on Friday?
Yeah,
Something like that?
Pizza Friday. I'm
Pizza,
having
pizza.
pasta today, bro.
Are you?
Yeah.
Nice.
And chicken cutlets.
Okay. Boom, 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 boom.
What about you, bro? Pizza?
Nah.
Nah, right.
Probably some steaks.
Nice. Sounds great.
Look at that, 9:30. Fill the wick and pop goes the weasel. All right, we'll see what we do here.
Scotty boy, yes sir, man. I need some of your cutlets. Yeah, Andre, I agree, bro. Steak over pizza all day, every day. No doubt.
Fish for Friday, okay. A little fishing. Someone say cutlets.
Hey. Fishing, that's a vibe, man. Yo, chill, Kellen. Some wings. That sounds good. I'm always down for wings.
Oh, Friday wings. I see.
Maybe some barbecue wings.
How do you position the break even and take partials? What do you mean by that? Like actually do it on here, or how do you know based off of structure? Is that which question are you asking? What is this? Look at this one, bro. You're not good anymore. Last week you didn't take any trades on here, bro. You don't even know how to spell good. You don't even know how to spell it. Hey, look, a trader is going to not take some trades here and there, right? You got to wait for opportunities. Doesn't mean we're not good anymore.
Amen.
Sometimes I laugh at people hate on me knowing that they literally drop everything in their life to trade places with me. It's like, come on, dude. Come on, buddy. Relax. Refresh analysis?
And
Yes.
also,
yeah, we will in just a moment.
If you're trying to take more trades, then I don't think you understand the concept of less is more in trading. Go talk to any pro traders and they'll tell you less is always more. So less trades, more profits, because guess what? A no trade is basically a trade. You know why? Because we avoid losing money on it, right? So we preserve capital rather than lose capital. So if we take certain trades, we'll lose. So we'll have to come back from those losses, right? So by not taking them, we preserve capital and then we don't have to come back from losses, right? So less is actually more. Me and you can have more winning trades than me, but I could have better results, and more of a win rate as well. And I did it all by doing less.
He did it all by doing less. Yeah, look, the trader's job is just to sit at the market and wait for like their opportunity, right? So why do I take trades? The same reason you take trades. Opportunity shows up. Why do I stay out of trades or stay out the market? The same reason you stay out of the market. No opportunity shows up, right? So you can only take a trade when an opportunity shows up, right? So just because someone gets in trades all the time doesn't necessarily mean that they know what they're doing. Actually, if you have someone getting to trades all the time, chances are they don't know what they're doing, right? They're just trying to throw enough mud on the wall and hope it sticks. Right? But we know exactly what we're doing. We can say that confidently here. We know exactly what we're doing. We've been doing it for years, and sometimes there's just going to be no opportunities to perform, and that's okay. That's a-okay. Brown stew, chicken, rice, and okay. Oh, man, getting me hungry now. It's time to eat.
Damn, that sounds good.
That actually does sound pretty good. Are you smart? Not that much. Not really. You know, I'm smart enough to seek and seize good opportunity. But other than that, man, I don't even know how to edit my address on Uber. So you guys can do this. Man messed up the whole address on Uber. Got things delivered. It was crazy.
Literally, if any human being could do anything, so could you.
Yeah. Damn, you guys are making me hungry now. I can't eat yet. Stop loss? Wait, what? Why is stop loss so high? Why not just above previous candle? Because that's how we avoid losses. That sometimes, like, you're gonna notice that previous candle, especially in today's market, right? Like, if we're talking about a market from 2022, 2023, even 2024, these were always respected. It's just crazy for the most part. And if they were broken, like, they were broken. But these days, it's just you'll wick down, break those lows, and then just fly up. It's just it's a little bit of a different market environment, right? And then you'll have, like, you know, some sort of structure sitting right here that we can use, right? Where we can kind of keep it below the ranges or keep it below the structure. And a lot of times that's, you know, going to help us stay involved in the trade, right? So although it's a little bit of a bigger stop loss, it keeps us involved in these trades. Because if you've noticed what I've noticed, a lot of times when we take a loss, right, on a previous or a current candle low, we're usually not right about the direction. I mean, we're usually not wrong about the direction, right? It's just price wanted to do some nasty wick down or something, tap us out, and then start moving up. So a lot of times, you know, I've noticed that I've got into some really good trading ideas. But the thing that I learned coming up in the game was, if you have a breakout, right, you can use the previous candle or the current candle for your stop loss. So here or here. But no one ever really taught me that, hey, you may have some structure too, right? Some type of structure down here where you can also, right, keep your stop loss, which isn't that much further than the previous candle lows, right? Or something like that, so to speak. So a lot of times you'll have this little level of support here, and instead of keeping your stop here, you keep it here. And ultimately, like, what can happen is, right, price wicks down, breaks through those lows, and continues driving up here. So that's what I've noticed happen quite a bit. So as a trader, I am now, you know, dabbling with this to see if I can get better long-term results. So that's it. That's the reason why. Yeah, if you want to keep your current and previous, that's fine. Again, I've just seen too much in the journey now. I've 6 years, 7 years in, and, you know, like 6 years really trading this system, and I've just seen a lot. So, you know, there's little tiny tweaks and adjustments that we can go and make to possibly get better long-term gains. So that's what we're doing. And look, if we go through 50, 60, 70 trades and, you know, things don't really improve like that, then, you know, we'll go back to doing it the way we did. But there's nothing wrong with, you know, looking at some things that you could improve and, you know, just working towards them. This is the work. This is the work. You're always growing slightly as a trader. You know, obviously in the beginning days, you're going to have to grow more. It's just like being a freaking human, right? Like in the beginning, like from ages 1 to 15, 16, you're going to grow a lot. There's going to be a lot of different, you know, there's a lot of stuff to work on and grow. But once you start becoming an adult, you don't really grow anymore, right? My daughter Leia asked me, she said, Dad, like, what happens, like, when I'm 100? Am I going to be like this big? You know? So like, and I it's funny because I kind of had that same question too, but that's not how it works, right? So like, we grow so much from 0 to whatever, 18, but from 18 to, you know, the rest of our life, we don't really grow that much, do we? So same thing in trading, like, you're going to have a lot of growth go on in your early days, but then you're going to settle into a good system, a good strategy, and then you'll just make little refinements, little tweaks. And, you know, one or 2 years, you might widen your stops. You know, the next year you might go back and see, hey, it's a different market condition now. We're back to the older market conditions, and you know, you might adjust those. So you know, this is the work of the trader, is just to continue to find that balance, continue to you know, be on top of price action, and if you got to make those little tweaks, you make them, you know, along the way. But yeah, you got to do the growing, baby. You got to do it. Wow, what a break-even point. My goodness.
Great job.
On the Desi.
Yo.
Was really thinking at 9:30 we can,
structure.
yeah, we can spank those lows there, but
Yep.
not a.
Nah, for sure. If you're gonna hold here, you definitely gotta go break even. Definitely.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, 2026 price action has changed slightly. You got bigger ranges. I definitely think there's a little bit more awkward things that happen, like this, and you know, like this, right? These just come out of nowhere. So yeah, but you know, you got to roll with the punches.
Like we say all the time, the best way to adjust and to pivot and to adjust to market conditions is to have a system that will keep you safe, you know, all the time. And as long as you got that, you'll be able to adjust naturally.
Yep. How do you decide break even and partials based off of structure? Okay, that's a good question. So I look left, you know, so get into the habit of looking, write this down. Look left to get right. Look left to get right. So you have to look left, and you got to go, okay, what did the market do before this, right? So if we look here, we have all this clean range to this nice clean fill right here of that candle, right? But if we take a little peek towards the left hand side of that, right, of this, what we'll start to notice is wick rejections, wick rejections, wick rejections, wick rejections. All these wick rejections sitting right here. And we also got the previous candle wick fill to come down there. So in this case, I'm going to look at that and I'm going to say, okay, you know what? That's going to be a good place to go break even or close partials, because last time we came down and we stopped abruptly right there, right? Same thing here. We came down, moved a little bit further and came up. Same deal, came down, moved up, came down, right? Poked ourselves down there quite a few times and continued to return up from there. Same deal with the last candle here. So this is how I find my break even points. This is how I find my partial TP areas, is I simply just look left, try and find common areas on the charts. And again, as you do this and as the months go on and the weeks go on, you'll be able to get better, right? But that's kind of like where I look and I say, okay, cool. You know what? If I get in here and I expect price to go there, if price is going to deal with any sort of turmoil or any sort of turbulence, so to speak, right, then where's it going to happen? And most likely it'll start to happen right here in this range. So at that point, I want to at least be break even, if not closing partials. I didn't feel the need to close partials here today. I wanted to see, you know, a high volume candle like 930 break below there and start going and whatever. So I just went break even, and that leads me to the next answer to the question, right? So if you have high volume time, right, like 930, and especially if you have the higher time frames on your side, this is where you just want to go break even there, right? You really want to let the rest of that run down, because 930 is going to be a very powerful candle on most days. 930, 915, 8:30 in the morning, 1:30 a.m. pre-London, 3 a.m. London open, right? Those are going to be your times where if you're moving with the higher time frame, you want to get the most out of that trade. So that's where you want to go break even at that wick fill and then give that trade a opportunity to continue moving down for you. Yeah, good question though. Good question. Boom, boom, boom. Some insight on the trade last night. I took a sell in Asian. The breakout. Yeah, it was just simply you had candles. Where is it? Let me find it again. Yeah, so basically last night you had 1 hour candle. So we were bearish, right? We were bearish and we were open for buys as well. The 1 hour candles were remaining below, as you can see, these three right here. So everything was really looking good to go down. We were open to taking sells. We wanted to see that wick get filled, right? But we were also open for the range 2 buys as well here. So as price kind of pushed up here, you also got the 15-minute to throw you those range 2 buys, right? So you get the range 2 buy where you wouldn't take the buy off of this candle, right? But price came down, created support. You had clean range to the left. You were also re-breaking the 4 hour high, 1 hour high, 30-minute high, all that last night on the entry. So decided to get involved right here, and then price just kind of just stopped like a dud, you know, kind of closed with no wick, and next one drove down, and that was pretty much a trade. But the sells below, like below here, were valid. We were waiting on them, but in the pursuit of that, right, price kind of re-broke the 4 hour high, came down, created support, clean range to the left. We decided to flip our bias and, you know, ultimately got, you know, activated right around here, went into, I don't know, 20, 25 pips in profit, and then spent an hour and a half in drawdown. whole session just hanging out. So yeah, that was pretty much it. Yeah, these sells though were good money. I think 30-minute closure, yeah, probably best on the 30. Yeah, wick to fill, all that. Yep. All right, Goldie. All right, we're chopping. We'll see if we get another one. But yeah, that was good. 80 pips on the first run. We'll see if we can get another trade out of today, but if not, no biggie. I moved my TP a bit so I could hit my consistency. It was 50 away, and I ended up at break even. Yeah, it happens. Try not to do that too much. But I get it. High volume time, so not the worst. Not the worst. At least you got break even and not took a loss. Boom, boom, boom.
4 hour closure here.
4 hour closure.
Bullish closure here. Snap, the boys are here. Rafi and Magnus.
Oh, Rafi?
What's
And
up,
Magnus?
guys? How y'all doing?
Hey, how are you? Magnus.
How are ya?
Hey, how are you? There he is.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, Rafi.
Feel like I've been
Happy
sitting
New
with you
Day,
guys
Grand
for a while
Rising.
now.
Right?
Yeah. How we doing?
Incredible. How about you?
Sir,
Amazing,
what's
man.
up?
Really good.
Magnus, Johnny.
What's
So,
up,
Rafi,
boys?
what's up,
Happy
John?
Friday, boys.
It's good.
What's up, Nick?
Hey, how are you?
Good morning. Happy Friday.
We doing Clubhouse?
Everything good, man. Boom. Okay, I think that's good. We got them all.
Beautiful,
Yeah, I
beautiful
think we got them.
Friday.
We got them. There they are. How you boys doing? Did you guys close full, or what'd you guys do?
Yeah, I took a loss on that one. I entered on the 15.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's nice. You got in a little bit after me, right?
Yeah.
Got you.
Yeah, I closed
I
full
tried
and
to-
like got break even soon. Some.
Little BE.
But you went. Where-
Did most of you
Yeah,
guys
15 minutes as
close?
well, Rafi.
Yeah, did most of you guys close partials on that? I think most people did. I seen a bunch of people close full too. Nice little 80 pip. Oh, one from negative 780 to positive 60. All right, let's get it, Curtis. Oh, look at this.
What's
Because
up, Spidey?
here, look at this. Same guy. Because of your bad trading nowadays, my accounts have been breached. All right.
Bro, come
Right.
on.
Sure. Sounds like a you problem, dude.
Yeah.
Have you heard of responsibility? It's a foreign word maybe, but
Sounds like
I
a
don't know.
victim mentality, buddy.
Have you ever heard of the word responsibility and accountability?
That's all right. Because of my
Nick,
trades,
you owe him money now.
because of my bad trades this month, I think we're also up in the clubhouse about like $180,000 in payout profits. So, hey, if I take responsibility for your losses, that means I gotta take responsibility for your wins too.
So he should send like half of the wins too, I guess.
Send me half them joints, man. On your next payout, I want half of that. Just like the prop firm. They give you the capital. I tell you what trades to make. You make the money. That just seems unfair. That seems unfair. I think you owe me something. I think you owe me a couple bucks. I actually do feel for those people though, because like, you know, it's a victim mentality, so that is going to not be good long term. So unless you like switch that up, you know, look in the mirror, take ownership, you're just always going to rely on somebody else, and you'll never remember. No one else has better plans for your life than you. All right, so you've got to take responsibility over your life, and you know, you can't blame this person or that person, and you know, I'm sure you blame the weather too for your mood and, you know, all that stuff. So you got, everything is on you. Everything is on you.
And that's the difference between a winner and a loser coming in here to learn how to trade, right? A loser is going to try to just copy someone's trades. A winner is going to try to actually learn how to take those trades themselves, right? And that's what makes Clubhouse so good, you know?
TT tax.
Trying to learn how to do it themselves, you know, not trying to rely on signals.
Facts. I'm gonna have to start taxing some of y'all. I want to see those. I want to see those payouts. It's gonna get government up in here.
Only 10% of every payout. That's
Everyone owes me about 8% of every payout. All right, call me Uncle Nick. Uncle Nick's gotta eat. It's tax season, baby. I just write you on Discord about an elite program. Okay, I'll take a look. Yeah, the elite program is actually, we made a mistake the other day, and we opened the elite program on the website without realizing it, and someone got themselves in. Someone must have just been waiting and checking every day. So I did do my intro call with him, and you know, I think that's for I don't think anything happens by mistake, you know. So he squeezed himself in, but it was probably for a reason. So I'm looking forward to working with him. Boys, the guys in the back end opened up my elite, and yeah, literally it was open for just a moment, man. Just a moment, and someone took the opportunity there. So
I mean,
but I look forward to
it.
it.
I mean,
Good job.
He deserves it. You know, he deserves it. He kept checking, and that opportunity showed up, and he didn't hesitate. But yeah, I'm thinking I'll probably open the elite program for maybe 2 other people in the year at some point. So just, I don't know, just listen out for it, and I'll let you guys know when. We get a Lambo, yo. If everyone gave me 8% of their profit, yes, I'm going to switch my Instagram name to Lambo Nick. Facts.
nah, bro.
Lambo. TT tariffs.
Yo, literally.
Gotta learn to fish. Yeah, gotta learn to fish. All right, so I tried to get some of my loss. I got some of it back, but we're still in the red over 10K here today. So we'll see if we can get another trade, and that'll be probably my first big red day all year long. So it'll be all right.
Something to celebrate, bro.
Yeah, something to celebrate this weekend. We went all year long without really taking much of a dent. We took some withdrawals, paid ourselves, but last night I took like a $14,000 loss. 14K. Got about 5 of it back, so yeah, it was more like 15,000. Yeah, it was like 15K.
Cool.
But that's
I can
okay.
just see later your Instagram, like Nick posted a new story, and then you're like massive winner, just like celebrating.
That boy was hunting.
Like I don't even know, 1 o'clock.
That boy was hunting. Pull out the Tiger Woods Mamba mentality. I will not
I
go
just
into this
know it.
weekend without
You
my
have to
money.
do is literally wait here long enough for a beautiful setup to show up and then take a trade.
Bro, literally
Yes.
just like
Got
3
till 5.
hours off the New York session, and you see like Nick posted a story, you know what's up.
Hey everyone, stuck to the playbook and got my full loss back on a Friday. Gotta love it.
Yeah, my goodness. Ended in green here, plus $5 grand. I'm like, damn. I just missed that.
Honestly, that would
Like, yeah.
that would be a dream come true today. But I won't force it. I won't force it. If I have to take my loss, I have no problem with it.
You really want to trade bad enough? You got until 5 o'clock today. But
Facts,
make sure
facts.
the trade's good.
John knows what I can do if I have to.
Oh yeah, Nick, he's got that skill set, bro. He's on lock.
Turn the cameras off. Go down to the 1 minute. Just go. Just get gully with it. You know.
Really though, if he has to make money, he will. He has to get that money back.
If I have to get it back,
know
which
how
I
to,
don't,
that's the thing.
I will. But I'd rather just wait. You know, let it come naturally.
But you revenge trade with patience and discipline. Other people revenge trade with emotions and greed.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true.
That's the big difference right there, right?
Yeah. But yeah, believe it or not, it's my first red day on my live account
Exactly.
for 3 months.
It's not a red day yet, though.
Yeah, true. Not a red day yet. You're right. I like this guy, Magnus. I like this guy.
Stay in the fight.
Yeah,
Let's
energy.
get him in.
Yeah, energy. I thought BE was good. It made sense. Like if you were like Nick, who went break even and was holding for 930 volume and didn't close, like I think
Yeah.
that's fine. Like it makes sense to me to hold for 930. No
Yep.
biggie, right? I
Yep.
think what would have been bad is not going break even and taking a loss. And that would have been bad.
Yeah.
But BE, I think that's fine.
Goldie. Bye. Wow. Insane. Get it back an hour after the stream? I don't know. I'm not in the mood today to stick around and
You gotta be on
hang
elite
out all
call, you know?
day. I rather
You
enjoy.
gotta be-
I won't stop him, bro. He'll pick it and he'll pull the trigger.
I don't know. Maybe I'll have a couple minutes at some point this afternoon. You never know.
Do you have an elite call here today?
No, none.
Oh, okay.
Otherwise, I'd be peeking.
Yeah.
Then it makes sense to keep the charts open.
All right, let's do a fresh top-down analysis here. We got a 4-hour closure, so we did get a 4-hour closure. Came all the way back in the range here, so very interesting. You know, you closed below the range on the 4-hour chart here. This candle did nothing. Next candle came down, rejected as well, and just popped back up there. So 4-hour popping back up. 1 hour also coming right into resistance at this point here as well. So we'll see what happens with that. 30-minute, pushing up here. Didn't really get the closure to flip my bias right there yet, but ultimately we are starting to move here. So we're running into some of this range on the left. In order to take a buy, I'm probably going to need a break and retest here to move back up. So that's what I will wait for. Still going to keep a bullish bias now that the 4-hour has closed bullish, but we'll see where we go. Yeah, never really got the 30 closure there, so just wait it out. Daily resistance, yep, possibly. Come back up to that daily resistance, yep, that makes sense. 4-hour got a little bit of room to go, those highs up there. Leaving runners, yeah. Unless it's really like 9:30 and you're breaking higher time frame and all that, you're right. Later, DJ Scratches. Later.
Peace, brother.
That 1 minute though. No, there was actually one. There was 2 or 3 times, but there was one time, John. You remember that? Basically, we were about to go on vacation, and I was down bad on one of my accounts, and I just went straight up beast mode, and I started just like, I think we were trading both gold and GJ at that time, and I said, all right, when are we leaving? I had literally maybe an hour and a half to I think it was like $5,000, right, or something like that. It was like $5,000 I just needed to get back, and I just worked it. 15 closure by 15 closure. Took partial, like took full, and then got into another setup like 15 minutes later, and just kept building it and got the whole thing back that day. It was insane.
And I got to watch him too do it. I'm like, wow, this
It was
is
wild.
this is like the most fluent conversation I've ever seen with a human being and the markets. Like, what the heck?
Yeah, just stayed super
Not trying
calm.
to toot your horn. Not trying
Yeah.
to toot your horn, just being actual facts here.
Yeah, no, that was crazy. Super calm, super composed. 15-minute candle by 15-minute candle. Worked the whole thing back in like an hour and a half.
Right. Yup.
That was a good vacation.
It was, bro.
Next thing you know, we were out, and I was basically down to my last. I like it was either like I either get this back or, we just go into this weekend with a damaged account. So I figured, hey, the markets were volatile that day. It was a Friday, and we just worked it.
Yup. That is not financial advice. It's just a very
It's
great
not.
story.
Yeah, it's a good story.
It's just a good story. Don't do that though yourself.
Missed the good old GJ days. Good old GJ. I was in on GJ. I was in on gold. Buys off gold 15-minute. Sells off GJ 15-minute. It was an epic afternoon.
Yup. Man, those two pair combos is where it's at.
Yeah.
I have a really good feeling about silver for the long term. Once we get a good sample size on it, I think it could be like a GJ pair.
Yep. Any promo codes for the website? I just gave one out. I just gave 80 pips of a promo code out. So if you took that sell with us and you've wanted to get into the clubhouse for a while, I just gave you 80 pips that can go towards your financing your clubhouse membership. Yeah. Am I thinking of selling? Not yet. But just depends on what we do in these highs here. 4 hour kind of coming into these wicks here as well. So we'll see. Nothing yet though. I'm new here. Hey, welcome. Welcome, my friend. Yeah, if you're new here too, if you've only been here for a day or two, I wouldn't even really, rush into the clubhouse or anything. Just do your thing. Make sure you like what you see over the next couple days or next week, and then start to take your education to the next level. But first, see if you even like us, if you like what we talk about, if you like how we trade, and from there you can come in the clubhouse, because we really just want like serious traders in the clubhouse. Like I was explaining last night, someone asked like what the bigger vision was it a prop firm, was it a broker, and we were like talking about the hedge fund. Like really everything I've done here for the last 3 or 4 years have been, everything has been for a reason. So we started the YouTube to basically gather traders from all over the world. They can all plug into this stream here, and then 2.5, 3 years in, we created the clubhouse, right? And that's like my sifting process. So eventually one day, the bigger overall goal is to kind of push people through this process. It's like a sifting process. You come in through YouTube, right? You get a little bit more serious. Maybe you start coming in trading with us in the clubhouse, right? All of a sudden, maybe you start to get some one-on-one mentorship, right? And then like you just start getting serious and serious as a trader. Then eventually down the road, I'll be looking for talent, right? I'm going to be looking for good traders, right? As I potentially open up a hedge fund, in 5, 6, 7 years. And when I'm looking for traders, where do you think I'm pulling them from? Right here, homegrown, right here in TTE. People who I've been watching and people who I've been training and educating for years, right? That's where these traders are going to come from, right? Because if I can get, by the time like that 6, 7 years goes on and I eventually start a hedge fund, I've been educating now hundreds of traders here. So out of those hundreds of traders, what's the chances I can find 50 to 60 traders that are on their game? They've been homegrown right here at TTE. I've watched their journey from when they were a new trader all the way to where they are at that time, right? And then they can get the call to the big leagues. We talked about it last night. Just imagine getting that call. Yo, Rich Liz. What's good, man? We've been watching you. We've been loving your results, and we want to offer you a seat at the hedge fund, right? Can you hear it? Can you feel it? Can you hear it and visualize receiving that call? Say, hey, based off of what you've showed us, we're going to give you $300,000 to trade. Right? We like the way you trade our playbook. We want to give you some money. And the deal is every single month, as the hedge fund owner, I keep whatever, 50, 40%, whatever that thing is, and you keep this, and it works for all of us, right? So that's my big major goal, is to more so stay in the education and capital, like provide capital for traders, not start some like prop firm and sell traders funded accounts, or even a broker for that matter, because a broker, I mean, all a broker is like a doorway, right, between you and the market. So I don't really want to be the bouncer, I really don't. I'd rather set up a system to where, you kind of grow from a beginner all the way through our system, and then eventually I can hand select, the right traders and, all that good stuff. So it'd be pretty dope. Pretty dope.
Hey, this is Johnny Gems from Time to Eat. It's time to eat.
It's time to
Welcome
eat.
to the floor. Let's go.
Draft day, baby.
Draft day.
Yep. Wouldn't be interested? Well, you might not even qualify. You never know.
Yep. Yeah, screw that prop firm route. Making money off the trader losing, dude, that's whack. Let's make money with the trader.
Let's make money with traders. Let's teach them. Let's provide them capital, things like that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Working from home? Hey, working from home. All around the world. You can kindly decline our offer too and say, all right, cool, we'll give $500,000 in trading capital to somebody else then. See it. See ya.
See ya.
Literally. Yeah, sort of like turtle traders.
Like S&B Capital.
Shout out Richard Dennis, man, because he's big inspiration for me on how to just be an amazing trader. Man started with 2K, finished off with like 200 million. In the 80s.
Wild.
In the 80s, bro.
Oh yeah, that's
in the
wild.
80s.
Yeah.
So I have big goals as well to not only get 8 figures, but 9 figures, 10 figures, as a trader.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sounds foreign to some, but
Because if I can work myself into the eight-figure trader, which I know I can, then how many 7-figure traders can I bring on? How many 6-figure traders can I bring on behind me, right? So it's all about developing 6, 7, and 8-figure traders for me.
yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Isam, you know it, brother. 6-figure trades coming.
6-figure trades. With the first pick in the TTE hedge fund draft. Have the camera on you.
Sick.
Take the call. Is this it? Is this the call?
TTE hat on.
Yeah. TT merch.
hat on.
Throw on the TT hat.
Yeah.
You come meet us in Tampa, and Nick gives you, a hat with TT logo and some shirts, and then he shakes your hand like, congrats.
Welcome to the board. Welcome to the big leagues, Junior. Have we taken a trade? Yeah, we did. We took a sell here. So that was it. Basically took a sell right here for the wick fill. Bum, bum, bum. $10 and $12. $10 and $12, yep. I don't see why not. If you can get to 6, 7, and 8, then why not 10, 11, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
At least get rich or die trying,
Definitely, bro. With that. That's like the overall, no matter what.
Yep.
Oh yeah, good luck with any prop firm help here. In these markets. Yep.
We won't get that help. Did I hear Top Step changed the rules?
Yeah, cap some pay. You know what? If they're capping payouts,
Profits.
you know what that means.
Yep.
That means that
You're just making too much.
traders are making bread.
Yep.
So again, there's still a lot of traders losing, and that's fine. That's always been the case. But because of, hey, maybe even our efforts, right? And some other, and just some other traders like developing that thought process that we have about the ROI and whatnot, and all that stuff, and just kind of seeing it that way. The traders that are getting paid, they're getting paid out well, like better than they usually were. So I'm sure that that's starting to ring some bells over there and give them some problems.
Do you have numbers in that, like top stuff? Top one?
Probably not like official, like legit.
Oh, okay.
What is the payout cap on the new accounts?
Like 2K on the 50K, but I mean, if you have 5, you can still take 10K. So I mean, it's not bad.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Just build it up more, like more
It's
buffer.
not bad. Sure.
I mean,
But it went from 2K to 5K.
Yeah.
Or 5K to
reverse.
2K.
Yeah.
Just took your second payout. Let's get it. Congratulations.
Literally, it could actually
Job
help
well.
traders too, because
I
then we
think
ain't
so.
got to shoot for these like bigger targets like 10K. We can just take a 2K right there, boom, and then do it again and again and again, instead of
Right.
trying
Yeah.
to always go for the highest of the highest.
It should help the trader, you're right.
Exactly. So it's not even a bad thing.
Yep. Do we have a repeat forex prop firm Armageddon? Yeah, you never know. My thought process on ROI. Yeah. So let's say you get a funded account, like a 50K for I don't know, how much are they? How much are they usually? They're like
50, 60 maybe.
50, 60 bucks, right? So you get a 50K account for $50, right? So you got a $50,000 account. And then how much can you lose on that account? Is it 25 or 3K? 3K?
Yeah,
What is it?
2K.
2K. So, okay, so you got, oh my God, 50,000. What is the extra zero? You're like, oh, should I put that on my paycheck? 50, oh no, there we go. $50,000 account, which is completely false. You really have a $2,000 account, right? So in reality, that $50, right? Pay attention too. If you guys are trading prop firms, man, this $50 here buys you $2,000 in drawdown. Okay, this 50,000 is an illusion. It's fake. It's false. It's make believe. It doesn't exist. It's a woozy. It's a wazi. It's not real. Yeah, it's not real. So get this out of your mind. You don't have 50K. You got 2K, right? So really, what you're doing for 50 bucks is you're buying $2,000 worth of drawdown. Now on that, you can make, I guess now it's 2K, right? 2K, yeah. So I think it's 2K now. So let's say you buy 2 of them. So 50K or $50 times 2, right? You got 2 50K accounts. So you have $2,000 per drawdown per account. And now let's say you go ahead and get a payout, right? So you make 2,000. So what did you spend to make this 2,000? You spent $100, right? So you basically just invested $100 and got $2,000 out of it. That ROI is insane, right? Now you did that times 2. So you do it times 2, it's $4,000. 4,000, right, minus 2,000 because you only get to keep half, right? That's another rule. So what do you come up with? You walk away with 2K. Right, so you just spent $100. Okay, activation fees. Yep. So let's say, what is it? 150.
So just add like 300 onto it.
Yeah. So plus 300. So really, in reality, you spent
400, I guess. You spent 400.
100 plus
yeah.
300.
So, like
so you spent,
1,600.
yeah.
400.
So $400. So you basically invested 400 to bring out 2,000. So that's the ROI. So now what you can easily do is, even if these accounts go to, just get destroyed, you now have your $400 back that you can reinvest back into the same process and repeat this ROI over and over and over again, which you've seen us do a lot of that, especially last year when I was more focused on prop firms. You see me do this almost every week. I was getting payouts, whether it was top one or top step, by just repeating this process. And you know what? Sometimes if I blew an account or if I blew a combine, it really didn't matter because at the end of the day, I was already playing with profits, right? So that's like the ROI aspect of it. But most traders just see a 50K account and, you know, they want to go ahead and make all this crazy money and they just trade it randomly, right? So, and then they feel, oh, I'm in drawdown, so they feel like they're not doing that good anymore. Meanwhile, they could just adapt this approach and, you know, go ahead and understand that, hey, you're really just buying drawdown to make something happen with, and you can make 4K on total and withdraw half of it. So it's just a business model. You know what I mean? This isn't trading. This is a business, right? You're gonna even the way you file taxes, you're not even filing capital gains here, right? You're basically treating this like a business owner, right? So you got to look at it that way. Otherwise, you look at it the way they want you to look at it, and that's all a facade and an illusion, and you know, it just keeps you in an eval for 3 months, or keeps you trading really small for X amount of time because you don't realize exactly the reality of it. So yeah,
sure, not even capital gains.
Yeah, it's not. How much can you use of the 50K? 2K. There's really no 50K. That's just marketing. You know, it just gets you involved. It looks nice. It's, you know what I mean?
That's a fake 2K, simulated.
Yeah, and really I mean, what you're risking is $50, right? So sometimes like I would get let's say a Top Step account, and people would ask me, yo, how much are you risking on this trade, Nick? $100. Basically, right? I'm risking the entire combine on this trade, right? Because I believe in the trade. It's a good playbook setup, but I'm not risking my 100K account, right? Like I'm literally risking the $100 that I paid for the account with, right? So at the end of the day, it's a very good ROI if you know what you're doing and, you know, you're willing to look at it that way.
Definitely, bro. I gotta bounce here, but y'all have a great day, and yeah, good trade there too. I gotta bounce a little early here today.
All right, G.
On this
Have a great weekend.
Friday. Yes, sir. You guys
Have
too.
a good day, brother.
And,
enjoy your day.
Yes,
See you
sir. Thank
tomorrow.
you, man. Appreciate it. You too. And I'll see y'all at the webinar tomorrow.
Okay, we'll see you then, brother.
Sounds
Yes,
good.
sir.
See you then.
But have a great day. See y'all.
Later.
Peace.
Adios.
See ya.
It's a fugazi. It's a fugazi.
How much am I risking on evals versus funded accounts? So if the trade is there, I'll risk the eval. Yeah, because again, I see it totally different than most traders. Most traders see it as they're gonna blow $100,000 account, but I just see it for the reality of it, right? I'm actually, well, how did I get the $100 account, $100,000 account? I spent $100. Right? So if I blow this account, I'm not like, oh my God, what am I doing? I suck at trading. I can't pay. No, I'm just like, all right, that was $100. Let me load up another 100 and get back to work there. And then usually I don't blow too many accounts in attempt of this because I wait for clean setups before I go ahead and, you know, risk heavy on those evals. But, you know, that's how I pass evals in 2 or 3 days, is simply waiting on the right opportunities and then, you know, sizing pretty heavily into them on the eval. Now look, I have a budget for this, right? I can afford another account and another one and another one, right? If I needed to. Some people can't do that. So I tiptoe a little bit on this topic as a coach here because I know that there's certain people that can have a budget for this, and then there's certain people that can't, right? And that's okay. If you can't, then, you know, you're going to have to not take as high of a risk as I do or some of the other guys do on those evals. That's just the cards you were dealt at the moment. So you just got to do what's best for your situation, like in the moment. But just remember, you know, it's all, you're not blowing $100,000, right? You're spending $100 to get that, and then you're making moves from there. How to manage a $100 account? I have no idea. Honestly, I really don't. I guess trade really small, you know, like I would risk 10% of the account, which is like $10, right? 10 bucks, 10, $20 per trade. Same, really, you know what? I do have an idea. I actually take that back. The same way you would manage a $100,000 account or $1,000 account or a $10,000 account. You know, you trade according to that account, right? You size into trades according to the size of that account, and then you go about it like this. Now look, on a 100K account, right, I can make, you can make 10K, right, off the same position, right? Just a 10% gain, but on that same trade on 100K, you're only going to make 10 bucks. So you just got to understand, you ain't going to get 10K out of a 100K account, right? It's the same trade, but you got to, again, deal with the cards that are in your hand at the moment. Goldie. That sell might be it. It might be it. Definitely not touching that 15-minute.
No.
Yeah, unless we get a bearish closure on the 30, then might just walk away with that sell. Take pretty much some of my loss back today, and go into the weekend and come back on Monday. Navigate XFAs and stuff. So the good part about XFAs is that you got to earn your size. So they actually won't even let you go too heavy on your size. You have to earn it. So just on every account, like as your balance grows, right? Balance grows, your size can grow on trades. The thing is, while you're increasing your position sizes, make sure that you're mentally able to handle that, right? Because just because your balance is able to handle higher positions doesn't mean you are, right? Because that may start to get you quaking a little bit. That may start to get you anxious and nervous in your trades, and you may not handle them properly. So it's one thing to get the balance going. It's another thing to get the mentality, right, to handle those bigger wins and losses as you start to increase your size. So just keep that in mind, whether you're trading an XFA or your own capital or whatever it is, right? Any account, as the balance grows, the size can also grow with it. Just make sure that your mentality, all right, and your mindset around risk is also, moving at that level too. How much percentage do I normally trade? Usually on my live account, about 10%. About 10% risk. Sometimes I'll go a little heavier. Sometimes I'll go a little lighter. $50Ks are 100 to 140 each ish, yeah, right around there, yeah. So maybe add a couple bucks. You can't even go one MGC. Nah, I know. Well, the ranges these days are just unbelievable, unlike we've really ever seen much.
All right, boys, I'm gonna head out here. I'm gonna go hit the gym.
All right, have fun, brother.
Great session here.
Yes, sir.
Good
Have a
trade
good day,
as well.
brother. Do your
Yes, sir.
thing. Enjoy your weekend. Enjoy
Adios.
your
Thank
Friday.
you, you too. Thank you,
See
you
you
too.
tomorrow.
Hit
See
me
you
up
boys
if you
later.
want to, run that up.
I'm down. Yeah, I'll hit you up after the gym.
All right, cool.
Alrighty. Peace out, chat. Peace, boys. God bless y'all. See you.
Peace, brother.
Peace.
Have a good day.
Peace. You too. See you.
By the way, you know that if you're trading your funded account and you risk $200 with $2,000 to lose, what are you risking? Some of y'all are thinking right now, like, oh damn, I'd be risking like 20% of my funded accounts without even knowing. All right. Any of you guys risk more than 200? Evals, how much do I risk on the eval? Again, I mean, I just explained, like, sometimes I'll risk it all. Sometimes, like, evals are just demo accounts, you know what I mean? So, like, I'm just trying to get into the, right, into the money, right? Get myself into an XFA. I'm willing to invest, right, into that XFA. So if I have to, risk the $100, I will, So a lot of times I'll risk the eval on the right trade, or I'll risk, a good amount to pretty much get myself in position to pass that account. Aha! There you go. There you go. See, a lot of you guys are risking way more than you thought you were. You forgot. You thought it was a 50K account. Well, I'm risking 500 on my 50K account. What? Bro, you're risking 20%. Yeah, you don't realize it. You don't realize it. W session. Yes, sir, Danky P. Yes, sir. Yeah, I'll stick around for a few more minutes. If you guys have any good questions, we'll run through them. If not, we out of here and we'll come back. We got a big webinar tomorrow. A lot to talk about. I'll be on the microphone tomorrow for tomorrow's webinar, so I'll see you guys there. If you guys aren't in the clubhouse and you really want to level it up and lock in and not just take some of these trades with us on YouTube, but really learn and dial the system in, just come check us out in the clubhouse, man. We're moving and grooving, leveling up one day at a time here. Again, it continues to resemble a professional trading floor week by week, month by month, with the mentality that's growing within that clubhouse there. I was like, fuck! Yo, you guys are like, oh, damn, you know what? He's right. I'd be risking like 70% of that account. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like, you don't realize what you're doing. You're developing a skill. Like, you are actually flipping these accounts. So why has it been so easy for me to really run up my live account? Because for the last 2.5 years, I've been flipping funded accounts without even realizing it in a way. So what you're doing is you're building a skill set. So by the time you get on a live account, right, and you are open to throwing like 5% risk, you're gonna do well, because that's exactly what you've been doing over time. When did I switch over to the live? I think it was March 13th, maybe. March 13th. Yeah, March 13th. Oh, not like a live. Nah, not like a funded live, like my own cash. I started it with 50,000, ran it up to 120, withdrawed it all, brought it back to 45K, ran it back up to about I'm up about 105,000 minus I'm down 10,000 on the day, so I'm up about like 95 G's since March 13th, which is pretty awesome. You know, these are just days I once prayed for and hoped for at those early days and whatnot. So it's incredible. But today, not the greatest. I am going to probably walk away with a 11K loss here today-ish. But we did chip it down. So we lost of about 16,000 in Asian last night, made about 5,000 back today, so we'll be all right. Don't worry about me. I'll be okay. I'll get it back. But I'm just glad the rest of you guys got most of the loss back. Oh, March 13th, your birthday. Let's get it. The soundboard back? I got to. The epic soundboard. Where's that other dude from before? Gotta tell him, you're not that guy, pal. Give him a little how you doing? How you doing? How you doing? I got it. I just don't use it as much. But just wait on it. And maybe I'll bring it back out at some point. We like to troll.
We like to troll. We do a little trolling. It's called we do a little trolling.
Who remembers?
What is the one to say, like, tell him to bring the whole ocean?
Oh, tell him bring. Oh, the DJ Khaled one?
Yeah, is it? Yeah, so funny.
That, yeah, DJ Khaled, that was, or this one, remember this one?
Tell him to bring me my money.
Tell him to
Oh,
bring me
yeah.
my money.
Tell him to bring out the whole ocean.
So funny.
Oh, snap.
Money starved. What is it? My brother starving.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that brother's starving.
Yeah, that brother's starving. Yo, Nick, we take a trade yet? We gonna take one today? I play this.
Yeah, that brother's starving.
Man, that brother's starving. That brother's starving.
That's funny, man.
Obama one? No, that wasn't Obama.
I thought it was Obama for a while.
Did you?
Yeah.
That's my boy
Sounded like
Obama.
him to me.
Obama? Nah, that was DJ Khaled.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Obama. I'm journaling. I'm not having a good time with the 15, so better to stick with the 30. Yeah, that's a good idea. Stick with the 30, man, for like the next 2 months. And then by watching the 30, you're going to see when there's opportunity on the 15 versus when the 15 fakes out and whatnot. So the best way to, believe it or not, the best way to learn the 15 minute is to only trade the 30 minute right now. And then you will start to realize, okay, when the 15 minute does this, the 30 will run without me. When the 15 does this, it's better to wait on the 30, right? So you have to, a lot of times you have to miss moves to be able to spot them, right? You got to miss them over and over and over, see it over and over and over to finally say, you know what? I see that way too much. Way too much. I see that workout way too much to let that go anymore. And then you start keeping a better eye on it, and then eventually sample size it. And if that sample size data turns out to be profitable, boom, you know, you've got a new position just like that. Took a 10K loss, now tilting on the live. Yeah, man, you know, it's okay to take a loss. Like, again, that's, you know, it's the number is honestly irrelevant, right? So a lot of times people will take the loss, look at the numbers, and, you know, immediately be like, alert, 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 right? We got to get that back. We got to get that back. And trust me, I've done that plenty of times in the past. But at this level in my career, I just know that that doesn't really lead to many good things, you know. So I'd rather take a loss, whatever the loss is, and then just naturally get it back. You know, I might get it back on Monday, right? I might get it back today. I might get it back Tuesday or Wednesday. But one thing I know is I will get that back.
That right there is what we've been talking about, you know, that the psychology of winning, having that positive self-expectancy, knowing that you will get it back.
Yep.
And knowing that you trust the playbook, knowing that you trust the systems, and whenever you feel like, this is something that I was talking to the Elite Performance Edge guys last week. It is like, whenever you feel like there's urgency, there's gotta be a rule. I do not make decisions on urgency. That right there is something that you feel it and you feel like urgent that I have to get it back. That's when you have to break that pattern. You walk away, close the chart, go, you know, have a water or something. You have to break that because there's no urgency really. Like, this game is played by opportunities, by innings, right? So there's gonna be a time where you're gonna see your setup. That's when you execute. And if there's nothing here and you're sitting in the chair with pain, more likely you are going to make that pain worse. So you feel the pain, you know it, you become aware, break the pattern. Simple, right there.
Yep. Let's go. Better to miss a move than blow an account? Yeah, I think a lot of things are better than blowing accounts. Moves missed are okay because, you know, the moves come all the time. You know what I mean? So you miss one, another one's coming. You miss one, another one's coming. But you go ahead and, you know, start tilting and just getting things out of control. You never know. You know, you blow your whole account and next thing you know, you don't have money to fund it again. And it's just bad, right? So just try and stay away from that. I had to turn the stream. Oh, he's screaming. Uh-oh. Oh man, then when you start verbalizing it and it starts coming out of the mind. So first it starts off with the mental hijack, right? But then once it starts getting verbal, oh man, you know you're going on tilt. It's tilt time. Time to tilt.
You waiting for this last 15 over here?
Yeah, I'm gonna wait one more candle here and see how we do. Yeah, this 15 starting to chop a little bit. Yeah, we'll see how we do. What's up, Donald? And the whole family? Let's get it. Family victories. Family victories. There's been a lot of them. There's many, many more to come. Many more. All right, yes, we are going to drop that PDF, the full PDF for you guys today. Full PDF. It is incredible. Like, you go through all this, take your time to read through it. It's just really nice. It's laid out so nicely and so organized, and it should be good. It'll be something that you guys can refer back to a lot as well. So if you're having a problem with candle closures, or if you're having a problem with, I don't know, just ranges or whatever, like, this is something you can really go back to and, refine your edge with.
PDF though.
Did I show you that, Rafi? Did you see it?
No.
All right. A little sneak peek, maybe? A little sneaky peeky?
Yeah. Get it.
All right, I'll do it quick. Actually, never mind. It's gonna upload into WAP.
All right.
Actually, never mind.
When is it today?
It's extremely well put together, though. Yeah.
Lovely.
Yeah. I'm gonna drop it today. So, like, it looks something like this. So, talking about this one, where I'm at is entries. So, impulse ones and higher highs, examples of both entries, extra entry, the flip, right, in a rare case when that's, a good to go. Bullish entry examples, bearish, then we go into the breakout, we go all the way through the onion.
That's a good sneak peek round.
Yeah, we go all the way into the celery play, we go all the way into all of it, so it's nice.
Got it all.
Yeah. Sick, a lot of counter trends, how to counter trend trade, when to counter trend trade, all that.
Dude, that's right there. That's
new addition to the clubhouse. New addition to the clubhouse.
Sick, that plus the journal, bro. No questions asked. There's no excuses at this point. It's just like everything is laid out right there for you. You have the community, you have this kind of stuff, you have the webinars, you have a journal, bro.
Everything you really need to win.
Really. Yep.
That's the goal, really. Is to set everyone up with everything that they need to actually understand the way we see the markets, the way we pull money from the markets on a daily. YouTube hitting the screenshot. Is this different stuff? No. Oh yeah, I got this new playbook. Yeah, it's brand new. I haven't told you guys much about it yet, but here's the full PDF. Basically, this has everything from all of the webinar, basically everything we teach, all into one readable, workable type of PDF. Yeah, you got Rafi's webinars, our technical webinars, the whole course inside the clubhouse, and now we're gonna add this as well.
Sick, bro. Telling you, man. I'm telling you, like there's no reasons why you're not growing, learning, improving. I mean, everything is right here.
All right, 15 is chopping here. 7 minutes left. This is my last shot. If this doesn't come together, then that's it for the weekend. Into the weekend we go. Hey, just give me 1 minute. I will be right
Sounds good,
back.
brother.
Rapid fire
Sounds
Q&A for Rafi. Tell you, it's one of the most humblest guys you'll ever come across. Man, work with professional athletes. You got him right here to ask him any sort of mindset question. Give me like 1.5 minutes and I'll be back.
Sounds good, brother.
I'll
Take
be
your
back.
time. Take your time. Yeah, he's texting. Just having a conversation here on the DMs. Yo, elite performance edge guys. If you guys are here right now, remember we have that call today. An email was sent to you guys, so I'm really excited about it today. It's gonna be a good one. So I'll see you guys in about what? About 4 hours or so. 3 p.m. Eastern time. Remember that. You guys have any questions or anything? How do you guys do this week? What's the setup for the elite group? Yeah, it's a group setup. We go through certain frameworks, and then yeah, we just use it on the week just for implementation, and yeah, it's just something that we do every week, just to see. Basically, it's just trying to becoming aware of the patterns, trying to break the patterns, install new patterns. If you went to the webinar last week, in a way, that's what we do. In a way, it's identity work, basically. Rafi, I was doing your meditation video yesterday at work. I had this thought, That's good. If you feel like you got into that state, that's absolutely good. You are dropping from beta to alpha, then maybe you got into theta brainwave, which is when you feel like that, kind of like sleepy land. Started coaching football. I wanted to implement the mental side of what you teach because that will have really helped me. But what would be good to starting point? Football. Football. Yeah, man. One of the things that you want to have those guys to think about, the main thing, the very first thing that you want to have these guys to kind of like bring on the field, best second effort, right there. Because, you see guys, football, it does happen with a lot of guys that I work with. They're in a play, the play doesn't work out how they wanted to work out, they give up on the play, right? So when they give up on the play, they already go into, like they feel bad about themselves. And then in a way, there's going to be a fear for them to not mess up again because they already messed up on that play. So one of the first things that you can bring up to a lot of athletes, not just, football players, is always focus on best second effort, which it goes back into what we've been talking about here, the positive self-expectancy, right? So you know that you have a task at hand, and if you don't get it done, what is your best second effort? You are teaching them not to throw a fit, not to quit, but most importantly, to stay in the game. And that's what we do here. We take a loss, we don't quit. We have positive self-expectancy, knowing that we are gonna get a chance and we're gonna execute again. So if you have that best second effort at anything that they do, the team as a whole is gonna perform better. It becomes a culture at that point.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys are meeting today, right?
Yeah. 2 p.m. 3 p.m. Eastern.
Nice. Let's go. I forgot to mark my trade up earlier. Let me just do that. All right, cool. All right, we're still in the range. Yeah, still in the range here. So I'll probably call it a day. Yeah, I'm gonna take my red day here. I'll be satisfied with it and move on to the weekend. We'll reset, let the market do its thing, and then we get back to it on Monday. Big webinar this week. Tomorrow, though, we will conversate about the wins, the losses. We'll go over some trades. We'll answer any questions, dial it back in, and get ready to come back for a big Monday. What is Monday? Monday is, yeah, there's no bank holiday, right? I don't think it's this Monday. No, we're good. We're good.
We're good.
Oh, that's the 25th of May. My bad. Memorial Day. That's a whole month away. Not the 27th. Okay, cool. All right, G's. We good. We're out of here. Good trade today. We got about 80 pips on that. So congrats if you guys secured profits on that trade. Yeah, if you guys aren't in the clubhouse and you want to join us for tomorrow's webinar and trade live with us and tap into all the education, then you guys are welcome to join us. Just hit !clubhouse or just visit the link in the description or whatnot. Rafi, I'll see you tomorrow, brother.
Sounds
See you
good,
tomorrow.
Enjoy your day.
I will.
Clubhouse, yo, it's Friday. Stay out of trouble. You're already been in too much trouble this week. If you have, just stay out of trouble. Come back on Monday with a fresh mind. Elite Performance Edge, guys. I'll see you guys in about a few hours, and I'm really excited. It's gonna be a good one today.
Let's get it. Let's get it. Alrighty, my friends, I really truly do love you guys because you got a dream and a goal and you're battling every single day with me. So I love warriors that go to work. So I'm praying for y'all. I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend, you and your families. I hope this week's live sessions have been helpful to you, whether you won or lost. I just hope you learned, right? Most importantly, to continue to set yourself up for future success. So love y'all. Hope you guys have a wonderful weekend, and I will be back same time, same place on Monday morning, and I'll see you guys then. Rafi, I'll see you tomorrow, brother.
See you, brother.
Adios, amigos.
Peace. W's.
Later, gang. W's on the way out. Give the stream a like, sub to the channel, and I'll see ya. Adios, amigos. Later, gators.
If it is not important, if I don't see no dollar signs there, then I'm ignoring them. Got a couple kids nowadays and I'm supporting. Turn it down 100,000, I wasn't bored enough. Yeah, I wasn't bored enough. I'd rather stay at home, just the four of us. Knock, say hello to opportunity. Show them everything that I be doing, think it's doing me. Check, everything I do is to a T. And only other Connor hitting hardest in the USC. Oh, Irish in my blood and all that money keep on doubling. I ain't tried to ball cause I ain't really one for fumbling. Made a couple M's, went gold, now I'm loving it. Drive through them all, can't stomach it. One time cause I had to prove it to myself. 2 times doing that for everybody else. 3 times just to put a trophy on the shelf. 4 times just because I couldn't, I ain't doing nothing else. Local legend, but the whip I got is foreign. Extraordinary, yeah, I feel like Alex Warren does. Please will not be calling me if it is not important. If I don't see no dollar signs there, then I'm ignoring them. Got a couple kids nowadays and I'm supporting. Turn it down 100,000, I wasn't bored enough. Yeah, I wasn't bored enough. I'd rather stay at home, just now wait, second thought. Maybe take a trip down to Florida. Need to change the weather, Tennessee just wasn't warm enough. Son and everybody, they been eating out the formula. Everybody talking, but at least they ain't ignoring us. Hey, reservations for 20 at Show. Like that iceberg, I'm tipping a boatload. Got incredible friends, yeah, they froze on. Taking hits on the one like I'm Soto. Catalog multiples of double digits. Staring at the number like it's double vision. That's what happens when you trust the vision. But keep it humble for the juxtaposition. I changed my life overnight with a couple decisions. Stay working like there's somebody who's coming to get it. And don't get caught up in the talking in the public opinion. Yeah, I had different functions cause I'm functioning different. Hey, 1 time cause I had to prove it to myself. 2 times doing that for everybody else. 3 times just to put a trophy on the shelf. 4 times just because I couldn't, I ain't doing nothing else. Hey, local legend, but the whip I got is foreign. Extraordinary, yeah, I feel like Alex Warren does. Please will not be calling me if it is not important. If I don't see no dollar signs there, then I'm ignoring them. Got a couple kids nowadays and I'm supporting. Turn it down 100,000, I wasn't bored enough. Yeah, I wasn't bored enough. I'd rather stay at home with the 4 of us. I was down, but now I'm up. Yeah, this all God, this ain't no lie. Yeah, I used to be stuck in that mud. Whoa. Yeah, I was down, but now I'm up. I was down, but now I'm Lazarus. No Satan gon' be mad at this. I had to ask my dad if it's okay to swing my bat at this. He said, boy, if I picture this out of the park, moving so quick it's like they stuck in park. They see the numbers, but I see the heart. 10,000 hours you spent in the dark, putting in good work, even though you didn't even know that it would work. Talking about a man who grew up in woodwork, do it for the love of it, that's the way it should work, yeah, yeah. I know some people gon' look at me crazy and I'm like, for what? Man, I was stuck, I was down, but now I'm up, yeah. This all God, this ain't no love, yeah. I used to be stuck in that mud, yeah. Yeah, I was down, but now I'm up. I was down, but now I'm down, now I'm up like a seesaw. When I'm on a beat like an old man's lawn, better keep off. From the ground to the treetops, got clouds on my feet like Jack and the Beanstalk. Jumped off quick, went straight in a free fall. Cowboy hat and the mic singing yeehaw. Landed on my feet like a feline, put him back in the seat like a recline. Ay, what you mean I'm not worthy? Did it with a purpose, didn't need a permit. Digging from the bottom and I brought it to the surface. Mind your business, now who I worship. Who the little guy making big moves. Tick-tock, turn it to a tick, boom. Yeah, I talk a lot of stuff, probably thought it was a bluff, till I went and turned it where I was down, but now I'm up. Let's go, yeah. This all God, this ain't no love, yeah. I used to be stuck in that mud, yeah. Yeah, I was down, but now I'm up. I was down, but now I'm up.
Don't you think like that? I will love you endlessly. If you only believe in me, don't you be like that? I will love you forever. If you only believe in me, yeah.
Back in the O, straight from the 8. I'm walking with God, I don't need a drink. The devil be talking, I don't entertain. I'm walking in faith, I'm sowing my seed. I did it in faith, I gave it to God, and He made it great. Put me in good soil and took out the snakes. Back in the O, straight from the 8. I'm walking with God, I don't need a drink. The devil be talking, I don't entertain. I'm walking in faith, I'm sowing my seed. I did it in faith, I gave it to God, and He made it great. Put me in good soil and took out the snakes. God, I do great at this rate. I'm finna good and I'm done acting fake. Had to step out the crib, I'm done being late. I'm finna walk in the word, don't need drakes. But I ain't shooting no demons today. I'ma keep seeking the kingdom with faith. I'ma trust in the truth so He got in my ways. And I hope that you get it today. And I hope that you find in your way. Back in the O, straight from the 8. I'm walking with God, I don't need a drink. The devil be talking, I don't entertain. I'm walking in faith, I'm sowing my seed. I did it in faith, I gave it to God, and He made it great. Put me in good soil and took out the snakes. God, I do great at this rate.
Don't you think like that? I will love you endlessly.
I got God and He still got my back. I'm so attached, I don't need a strap. Never thought that He would take me back. I will love you forever. Yeah. Now I see the truth, I'm believing in you. Back in the O, straight from the 8. I'm walking with God, I don't need a drink. The devil be talking, I don't entertain. I'm walking in faith, I'm sowing my seed. I did it in faith, I gave it to God, and He made it great. Put me in good soil and took out the snakes. God, I do great at this rate. Don't you think like that? I will love you endlessly. If you only believe the King. Yeah. Don't you think like that? I will love you forever. Cause God, I'm believing in you.
The number you have dialed is not available at present. Please leave your message after the beep.
Yeah, trendsetter, whoa, league of my own, it don't get better. No, read what I wrote, I'm a bestseller. Yeah, reach for my goals, hit it dead center, hit it dead center. Bullseye, hit it the most, is no misses. Something like fish in a barrel, it's no different. Blindfold on me, I still got the most vision. Trendsetter told them before, but they don't listen. Better, bring a better bad because I'm bigger, better. Solo, single, selling several shows at every single second. Peter Piper picked a pack of pickled peppers. Kinda came and crushed the competition, hope they get the message. Look, living it fast, spinning my M in the bag. I never go slow, thinking I'll crash. End up a thing in the past, they know I won't though. Big fish catching me, they gon' need a bigger boat. Ironic how the world stops when I spin a globe. always showing up. Last year's song still holding up. See the name now and they know what's up. Price hit the top and it's going up. I'm a trendsetter, whoa, league of my own, it don't get better. No, read what I wrote, I'm a bestseller. Yeah, reach for my goals, hit it dead center. Hit it dead center, yeah. Trendsetter, whoa, league of my own, it don't get better. No, read what I wrote, I'm a bestseller. Yeah, reach for my goals, hit it dead center. Hit it dead center.
B.O.D. Get the spell check, a fact check, and prevent errors going up. See the bent lever, jalapeno hot, y'all just red peppers. All y'all copy copies, but I'm left center. And your shorty glitching on me like a text center. Hit her with a French tenor. Crazy, wait until I do the next record. I leave head severed, I don't need to hit the bench ever. But if I do, I'm PRing to the next level. Condo flights to Lufthansa. Already know who you people fans of. Call me Big Daddy in a big body Wrangler. Call me Big Daddy Adam Sandler. Bullseye, aiming for a cottage with a poolside, full size.
Always showing up. Last year's song still holding up. See the name now and they know what's up. Price hit the top and it's going up. I'm a trendsetter, whoa, league of my own, it don't get better. No, read what I wrote, I'm a bestseller. Yeah, reach for my goals, hit it dead center. Hit it dead center.